Hey everybody! Let me know if you can see me okay. If you can hear me okay. Oh, you can. Hi everybody! It's been a long time since we've played some Suikoden. Some Suikoden 2. I've missed this game a lot, which is always a good sign. We stream every week, and it never feels like an obligation. These are games that I want to play. So that's good. That's good. You know, and I wouldn't have done the Suikoden journey were it not for people... This is gonna sound bad, but honestly pestering me about it. Like, really getting in my face and being like, hey, you gotta play this, hey, you gotta play this. And so I mean that in a good way. You've really expanded my view of games and what I appreciate. And so I think that's awesome. I love it when you find a new thing. That's like probably in my top 3. These are the best experiences you can have as a human being. Is just finding a new thing, falling in love with it, even though it may have been around for years and years and years. So yeah. Seeing some Octopath love in chat. Seeing just love in chat, really. Glad to have you back. Thank you. That's very nice. Really missed these jolly Suikoden stream the past few weeks. That's very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Octopath is too good. I can't stop beating people up for no reason. Yeah, I had a pretty good experience. You guys are gonna play this into the Ben fights kids Dragon Ball Fighters narrative, but I was like, oh, I haven't really used Ulbricht's challenge action that much, and I ran into a little boy in Octopath Traveler, and I was like, can I just fight this boy? And so I fought the boy, did this one-on-one duel with Ulbricht and the little boy, and just annihilated him, and then it was like, side quest complete, and I was like, wait, what? Okay, cool. I had no intention of doing that side quest, but it was nice. I got some money out of it. I think I got like 4,500 bucks. Hey Ben, I just got the true ending in Hollow Knight. Congratulations. I hope you enjoyed it. I assume if you went through the effort to get the true ending that you did enjoy it. So that's cool. Keyboard Arts 22 months in a row. Thank you guys. Let's get some Sophies out there. You can beat up some kid's mom as a challenge with Ulbricht too. Nice. Yeah. That's really good, and the provoke with Hanet is really good. Yeah, I've been enjoying Octopath since the very first demo, but I really turned a corner with it last night. Just the flexibility that game gives you, and how it goes out of its way to not just make these things that all these characters can do, like a gimmick. It's not just a gimmick that you can steal, or a gimmick that you can challenge people. It's something that you need to do to solve side quests. It's things that you need to do to move on with their story. Like, you know, it's not maybe gonna blow your mind, but at least everybody feels meaningful in a way. When you run into a purple chest and you don't have Theria in your party, that feels bad. When you don't have Tressa in your party and you don't get that loose change, that feels bad. And so you kind of want everything at all times, and you can't have that. And I think that makes the game interesting, and it makes you want to explore. So I think I'm appreciating the overall design of Octopath more as I go through it. I am grinding a bit, and the battles can be a little long, but the battle system itself is quite good. But yeah. I just thought you would all appreciate an Octopath a bit. Summer treating you well? You know, summer doesn't really feel like summer. Summer just feels like any other time, which is totally fine. It's just, you know, Easy Allies is still pretty much continuing as usual during the summer. I guess Easy Livin' feels pretty summery. So there's that. But as a kid, my favorite time was the summer because I wouldn't have school and I could play video games all day. And now I just play video games all day, all the time. So it's not quite as singularly special, I guess. But that's not a complaint. I wouldn't have it any other way. W. Lucha gifted a tier 1 sub to Windfishy. Thank you, W. Lucha. So nothing has changed. Yeah, nothing has changed. It's weird though. I've been doing this professionally for like 5 years, and I feel like I play more games each year. You would think it would go down a little bit, but I think it's gone up. Obviously, that's just a feeling. I can't back that up with pie charts. We'll have to see. So, relevant to the stream, in Suikoden 2, we're going to do this operation in Green Hill, which is where we're going. And I believe that I can only have certain people in my party. Is it just young people? I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, we can only have certain people in our party. Gives another sub to Massey Visum. Thank you, W. Lucha. Very nice of you, man. Soul Calibur 6 hype check. We're at a 9 or a 10. I think a 10 should probably be reserved for the most extreme of cases. So we're gonna put the Soul Calibur hype check at a 9. Just last night, I was like, man, it really is a huge bummer that Soul Calibur 6 is not out during Easy Living, because, like, just imagine a chill summer afternoon with the allies, just messing around in Soul Calibur 6, seeing Blood's face light up as we do Geralt's story. It'd be really good. All right, Lord time. Lord Rio, I finished just in time. Lord Flick, these are the enrollment papers to the Academy. They're 3 years out of date, so please tell the guards you were delayed by the war. Okay, so we gotta get in this academy, so it wouldn't make sense that they would be limited by age. Yeah, sure. Hey, Fitcher, you seem to be good with, words. Couldn't you help us out a little? When somebody says that you're good with words, spin around very fast. I'm afraid I can't. There are many in Green Hill that know my face. I think you could do a whole side game with Fitcher. What a shady dude. Then I guess I have to go through with it. But what do we do once we're in? I'm working on finding out Octopath. Teresa's whereabouts. When I know something, I'll get word to you somehow. Until then, hang on. Right, got it. Okay, leader, let's go. Wait a second, Flick. If you use the word leader, we'll be found out right away. Look, there's a place for names on these papers. Come up with fake names and fill them in. I'll leave it up to you. This is making me think of in My Hero Academia, where they were trying to be undercover, and they all dressed up as like kind of sleazy Yakuza-like adults, and it was very good. That show is very good. What should we do, Rio? You come up with the names. I'm no good at this. Oh, we get to pick the names. Okay. I thought for sure they would just assign them to us. Well, now I'm on the spot. Alright, we're gonna do this. Turtle. Then I'll be, yeah, maybe Beth? You will be... Beef. What? Beef? Oh well, okay. I would have liked Beth better, but... And... Alright, that's everyone. Okay, let's go. Oh no, it's not. Flick, you need a name too. Sturtheim Reinbach III. Oh, that's great. Let's go with that. Way to make that up on the fly, Rio. Oh, on second thought, I'm fine as is. Let's go, Rio. I mean, let's go, Turtle. Turtle. Makes me think of Dana Carvey. Under orders from the commander. Those that have no business in Green Hill may not pass. We do have business here. Why does Flick get to be Flick? What? You're here to enroll in the academy? Wasn't Reinbach used as a fake name in the first game? Was it? I do not remember. Yeah, we got our papers like 3 years ago, and there was a war, you know? So we got delayed, and well, we came all the way to Kanakan. Katakana. Uh-huh, and you don't look like a teacher. These kids, they can't be your children. What? Are you kidding? I'm working for their parents. I'm these kids' bodyguard. Well, your papers seem to be in order. You may pass. You better not cause any trouble, though. It's a running gag. Characters use that as a fake names in the Suikoden games. In Suikoden 4, he's a real character. That's super good. Suikoden 4 takes place 300 years prior to the other games. I did not know that, Massey Visum. I thought they all took place after the last one. So when does 5 take place? Because 3 takes place after 2. When does 5 take place? W. Lucha, another gift to Alexander Arts. That's so kind of you, man. Get in on those hot emote action. That didn't make sense. Get in on the emote action. And Dark Clinton 3 months in a row. Thank you so much. So, what are we going to do until we get our instructions? Right, let's get you enrolled. And don't get distracted. Who's gonna get distracted? We're not these kind of kids, are we, Rio? Okay, let's go! Yeah, W. Lucha, very kind of you. I love that I go away for a couple of weeks, and I come back, and I see all these familiar faces, all these people that I know, all these people that I love. Let's save. Saving is good. So it's been a while since Suikoden 2. I'm gonna have to remember that triangle backs me out of options. That's gonna trip me up a little bit. But we'll be okay. I always have trouble seeing the innkeeper when they're cloaked in shadow like this. Hello. Welcome to my inn. We only do business in the dark. W. Lucha on a storm. 4 gifts just today. Giving it to Missile Mage. Thank you so much. I was thinking about it today. I have no idea if we are appropriately leveled or geared at the moment. Things have been going okay so far, so we're just going to roll with it, but I really don't have a great gauge. Singing Gangster, that's a brand new sub. Thank you for subbing with Twitch Prime, dude. And Weiska, 2 months in a row. Weiska. That made me think of this guy, huh? Ow, hey, what's that about? Stamping on my foot like that. What do you get when you stare at a lady with those perverted... That's what you get when you stare at a lady with those perverted eyes. Pipe down, little girl, or I won't be responsible for what I do, even if you are just a kid. Okay. Alright, rated M for mature. Huh? What's that, big man? You want a piece of me, huh? Huh? Nina don't take no shit. She's gonna stand up for herself. Well... What's going on over there? Let's save her. Whoa, this looks bad. That's right, my brother always leaps at chances to save damsels in distress. Let's go! Yeah, but, hey, wait! And who the hell are you? Grown men that harass little girls can't be forgiven. Put it on a plaque. Frame it. Hang it on your wall. Harass? Are you kidding? She started this. Another sub, W. Lucha to Basoka. Holy cow, we're gonna have everybody subbed in chat. Celebrating my birthday by celebrating my allies. That's so nice of you, Candy. It's so nice of you, W. Lucha. Thank you so much. Harass, are you kidding? She started this. Whatever. Okay, Turtle, teach him a lesson. Listen to me. Now I'm mad, so you're gonna fight me, kid. What's your name? Turtle? Stop! Pick on someone your own size! What? Are you trying to make a fool of a Highland soldier? Prepare yourself. Prepare myself? You're the one who needs to be prepared. Are you really ready to lose your head over this? No, he's a punk. Fine, I got a little hot-headed. I'll forgive you just this once. Smart move. Alright, let's go, Rio. I mean, Turtle, Beef. W. Lucha, another sub to Aduva88. Also, happy birthday to you, man. I hope you have a good birthday. Huh? Ah. I wonder if we can recruit her. She seems pretty awesome. I bet we can. It is really hot in here, by the way. We might have to address that soon. We might have to address the temperature in this room very soon. Somebody asked, any news on Shin Megami Tensei 5? Not that I know of, no. That'd be nice, though. If you find some news, please let me know. I was just checking out the Broly redesign for the upcoming movie. I want as many allies as possible to go to that movie together. I think it'd be great. The Broly redesign, like, screams, like, hair metal 80s to me, with its bright neon colors. And I love that. I know some people probably hate it, but I'm way into it. Is this technically the first Pokemon game? What now? Have you heard that Grand Blue Fantasy Project Relink is getting localized? That's very interesting. No, I hadn't heard that, Heeds. That's exciting. That game looks super good. Just visually, it looks really good. And the little I played of Grand Blue Fantasy on mobile, I enjoyed quite a bit. I thought it presented itself very well. But that's interesting. I'm worried about how that will do. Obviously, there's a following for Grand Blue Fantasy in the West, but it's very small. I think most people have no idea what the hell Grand Blue Fantasy is. So yeah, I'd be curious how that does. Oh, Not Liquid, 21 months in a row. Thank you, Not Liquid. And W. Lucha, 7 gifts we're up to Burp Bay Pizza Inn? I screwed that one up. Somebody else asked, what are my thoughts on Octopath? I'm enjoying it very much. I think this is really the most succinct way to explain my enjoyment of Octopath Traveler. Job systems are dope. When done well, job systems are really fun and kind of addicting. Addicting is sort of a cheap word to throw out, but I think somewhat accurate. Don't we know you? Weren't you in the first game? You were. Gene, Tee-hee, good afternoon. Octopath greater than Xenoblade 2. I mean, that's... I don't know why people gotta do that, but sure. Tee-hee, good afternoon. We're up to 8 subs from W. Lucha. Yeah, she was the Rune Master in the first game. I remember her very well. They seem like shops, okay? And I'm going and I'm talking to the people, but they're not shopping me, which is fine. I demand to be served. But as far as like direct comparisons go, I'm not really a big fan of it. I guess in the loosest sense, Xenoblade 2 and Octopath are JRPGs, but they're completely different games, right? The way you explore in Octopath is very different than the way that you explore in Xenoblade, the way that your characters progress, the way the story presents itself. It's all just so dramatically different. Please join me next week when we unveil our top 10 JRPGs list, where we will be directly comparing all of them. I love the art, music production, but the story and dungeon design seem kind of lame just watching videos. I would say so far the dungeon design is simple, but I don't think it's about having complex dungeon designs. I don't think that's what they're going for. The effort is applied, the strategy is applied to getting through the fights, not through navigating the dungeons. Which is okay. I don't know where the hell I'm going. Which is probably obvious. I'm assuming, is there like a headmaster or something I need to talk to? You should play Wild Arms too. I should play a lot of things. I'm sure. I think you should register at the desk. Okay. Never do a top 10 JRPGs, it will lead to war. That's exactly why we're going to do one. Octopath gets way better after you get to the job shrines and start mixing and matching. That is absolutely true, as Snake. For everyone, once you get through chapter 1, make sure like the very first thing that you do is you go out and you seek all the job shrines. Do it. Do it. It will make your life way easier, and it makes the characters themselves a lot more interesting, since you have to figure out the best combinations, and there's a decent amount that goes into that, and it's very fun, just fiddling with it. Oh, well, hello children, what a strange time to be enrolling. Let me see. You say you were delayed by the war? Well, it does seem your papers are in order. Welcome to the New Leaf Academy, Pride of Green Hill. Now allow me to show you children around. By the way. What? These children, are they yours? Come on, be serious. I'm their escort. Their escort! I see, of course. All students live in the dormitories at the west end of campus. The first 2 weeks of schooling are orientation, during which your attendant may stay at the lodging house east of the dorms. Remember, students that prove to be problematic during orientation will be expelled, so good luck. I understand. Yes, ma'am! Walkabout, we will always love you. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Tengar's character portrait's really good. Ah, fine replies. I think your children will do fine. Come with me. I'll show you around. I guess we are a little nervous. It's our first time at a school. Hey, hurry up or we'll be left behind. Down here we have the blacksmith, rune master, and appraisal classrooms. You'll find trainees in each. Be sure to talk with them. Up on the second floor are the study halls. During orientation, you may go anywhere on campus to decide what your major will be. Do you understand? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I understand. Naturally. I see. We have a school arc in Suikoden II. I love school arcs. Oh, Lord Shin. Yo. Shin has some dark evil power, man. Dude is cursed. These are some new students and their escort. I see. Excuse me. Am I the one who thinks Kyle has been brought to tears by laughter easier than ever recently? I don't think Kyle's acting out of the ordinary. Who is that? That was the acting mayor's attendant, but she's been missing since the assault. Teresa, that is. Missing, huh? It's getting fairly late, so be sure to go straight to the dorms after you walk around the school a bit. Well then, everyone, I must be going. I trust you will all be fine students at our academy. Thanks, lady. Alright, let's look around. We might be able to find some clues as to Teresa's whereabouts. We got an investigation. And we got a school arc. My favorite anime of the season. Horsefeathers 743. Hey Ben. Hey Horsefeathers. How you doing, man? How are you doing? Hey Ben, currently rewatching the Super Mario RPG playthrough. Please finish the fight. I too would like to finish the fight. But I don't want to do it without Kyle and Brad. I really would like to finish Super Mario RPG, so I may eventually break down, but yes. I agree with you. I'd like to finish the fight. Yo, best way to grind a Monster Hunter World? I haven't finished the story. Well, the best way to grind is to finish the story. But if you're just looking for gear, you don't need super intense gear to finish the story. It depends. I mean, I don't know what weapon you're using, but best way to grind. I guess what's your goal? Are you trying to get a weapon? Are you trying to get armor? Like, for me, the Rathalos armor, and the Rathalos greatsword, really, got me through a good chunk of the story. And then, once I got to Nergigante, I used the Nergigante armor and the Nergigante greatsword, and that served me plenty fine, and then we started doing, like, light mix set stuff. I want to get the HR Final Fantasy gear. I'm not sure, but I think you might have to, because the way Hunter rank is gated by story progress as you're going through, and so I think you'll have to finish the story in order to get there. But definitely finish the story. A whole new world of possibility will open up. Yeah, where's the headmaster? I'm sorry, I really don't want to be this distracted as we're playing. Headmaster, where are you? I imagine the headmaster is some Dumbledore-looking dude. Cool, thanks, Ben. Yeah, no problem. And definitely, if you want to make your life easier, I mean, it's very fun, kind of going through the story just by yourself. It's a good challenge, especially if you aren't familiar with it. But if you're like, I'm over this, I just want to get to the Final Fantasy stuff, you can just always fire an SOS and have people join you during the story too, if you want. If, like, Nergigante is giving you troubles or something. We're going into this basement. They definitely torture people here. 5-hour frame trap. 28 months in a row. What if every episode frame trap just got an hour longer? And then the hashtag became like 49-hour frame trap. You guys would probably be into it. What am I saying? Okay. This should not be that hard. This is not a difficult thing. Where is the headmaster? Head to the dorms. She actually said head to the dorms. Okay, so where are the dorms? These are all classrooms. That's the basement. That's nothing. That's just a statue over there. So are the dorms not attached to the school building? Yes. Okay, great. Yeah, really. Oh my gosh, he was so cool. It's as if he was, like, fighting just for me. He was like my Prince Charming. Oh, I wish you could have been there. Are you sure you're not just imagining things again? Of course not. Oh, those eyes that smile. The flower of chivalry is not dead. The flower of chivalry is not dead. Huh? Ah, it's destiny. It's like a dream. We meet again. But what are you doing here? Ah, did you come to see me? Who are you? Oh, forgive me. My name is Nina. I wonder if my lord could tell me his name. Hey, wait a second. See, this is him. I told you he was handsome, didn't I? Flick romance. Hey, Flick, let's go. My lord is called Flick? What a wonderful name. If I may be so bold as to ask, whatever is my lord doing here? You couldn't really be here to see me? We're just here to see the school. Then please, let me be your guide. I know the school like the back of my hand. Shall we be off then, Sir Flick? Yes, what is it? Huh? Good luck. Whew, what is it, Pilika? You look tired. Let's go to the dorms and rest, Rio. Can we get a Sakura or Wakaba game on its own? Okay, chat. So, at a random time, they seriously pick completely random times to come and dump our garbage. So if you're hearing like a beep, 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 that is the garbage truck backing into our complex, taking out the trash. Before we continue any farther, and what will hopefully help me focus, is I'm going to turn down the air a little bit. It's very hot in this room, and I'm dying, so I'll be right back. I'm also going to refill my coffee. So 1 second. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. We have the air on. Things should be better now. Let's go to the dormitory. How are East and West? They're good. As I was coming back from training on the air, I was thinking about letting them in, but I'm worried that East has been kind of like belly flopping on power strips recently, and so I'm worried that he's going to belly flop on this power strip and shut down the whole operation. You must be the new students. Your rooms have been prepared. The boys' room is at the end of the hall on the second floor, and the girls' room is right next to that. Don't mix them up. Ooh, let's go check them out. Nanami's so excited. Listen up, children. Roughhousing in the dorms is not permitted. Also, you will find your rooms spick and span. Keep them that way. You may go to your rooms now. You'll be notified at supper time, so just rest until then. This sounds wonderful. I want to enroll in this school. Yes, ma'am. Okay, let's go, Rio. I dare you. I challenge you. I challenge you to use the phrase spick and span non-ironically, non-sarcastically in a sentence today. If you can do that, fortune will be upon you. Spick and span, and not the brand name either. There's a brand name called Spick and Span. This looks like our room. Do you want to rest? Yeah, I'm tired. Okay then, we'll rest until they call supper time. I want to go to a magical school where they call me to supper time. And we just play RPGs together all day. And we share knowledge. And prevent nuclear proliferation. This is my dream. Whew, that was delicious. If this is what cafeteria food tastes like, I might just have to become a real student here. What do they serve? Give me the details. What's on the menu? Oh, it's you guys. I see you've become students here. Sir Flick said that he was your escort. My real name is Sasuke. What? No problem. Your name was Nanami, right? Yeah. I'm clearly much more beautiful. I thought she was sizing her up. I'm clearly much more beautiful than you. I don't have to worry about you stealing Sir Flick away from me. I'm sure we'll become good friends then, Nanami. Why are you looking at me like that? Good morning, Rio. Get up. Come on, look alive. Yawn. Looks like Pilica's caught your sleepyhead syndrome, Rio. Come on, let's go. Good morning. You haven't selected classes yet, so please spend the day looking around the school. Cool. We'll do that. Oh! Flick's freaking out. Yo, Rio, did you sleep well? Anyway, we don't have too much time. There's something going on with that Shin Megami Tensei guy. I think he knows where Teresa is. I'm going to go look for him. Why don't you guys go and see what you can find out? People might be a little more willing to part with information since you're just kids. And don't be conspicuous. Also, the academy seems safe, but the town's crawling with Highland soldiers, so be careful. See ya! Steam is recommending me the weirdest anime games. The reason I'm on Steam is I'm gonna download Warframe on Steam. I really want to get into Warframe. I don't realistically have any time for Warframe, but I've been wanting to get into it for months. What's he in such a hurry about? Oh, audio's out of sync? Video's ahead of the audio? Okay. The way that we normally fix this is we're gonna close the webcam for a little bit. Give it a few seconds, and then we'll bring it back. When has not having time ever stopped Ben from buying a game? You don't have to buy Warframe, it's free. It's a free video game. Nina says, ha ha ha, this is weird. I swear I just saw him. Hey Nanami, have you seen Sir Flick? Me? Flick went that way. Really? Are you sure you're not trying to lead me away from my beloved Sir Flick? Whatever, this way then, and after I made this delicious box lunch. Let's go look for Shin, okay? Alright, let's look for Shin. Is the sync fixed, by the way? Oh, everybody's saying fixed. Great. Okay, good job. Good job, Ben. We did it. Stream successful. I don't know why it does that. It's fine most of the time, and then every once in a while it will go out of sync. Is this game anime? Says YOLO69. No. This game is This game is super serious Western propaganda. But if Ben plays Warframe, when will he have time to resub to Final Fantasy XIV? I will make time. I will make time for Final Fantasy XIV just for that Monster Hunter event. We will create time. Put it in a pot, mix it, spin it up, make it happen. Is there any possibility of a spoiler mode cross easy anime thing? No, probably not. Not for the foreseeable future, no. Alright, I'm assuming we'll just kind of stumble into something. We'll just stumble into Shin. So Ben, I went into an optional dungeon in Octopath with a level spread of 28, 21, 18, and 15. The recommendation was 20. The boss took double dip damage at the absolute most when broken. Any insight into where you want to be relative to the level recommendations? You want to be at the level recommendations. There's a pretty huge damage drop-off if you're like 5 levels behind something. Easy Anime is dead, right? No. People... No. Easy Anime is not dead. We're just not doing it right now. Didn't we... I feel like we made like a very clear post on Easy Anime. It's like, hey, this is what we're doing right now. But no, it's not dead. Is he in the creepy basement? Easy Anime has had a hard life. It needs some rest. No, I think what personally gets under my skin just a little bit is sometimes it feels like people blow something up beyond what it is. We liked doing Easy Anime. There weren't bad feelings on it. But I think, you know, just as we were evaluating our time and what we wanted to do and what we needed to do and what we needed to do better, we were just like, all right, we don't need to do this right now. Let's put this on hold for right now. And that's really all it was. It wasn't, you know, there were no hard conversations. There was just no disappointment. There was nothing super dramatic about it. That's all it was. It was a very simple process. We're not doing a great job on finding Shin. Ben, did you like Yuri on Ice? I didn't watch most of Yuri on Ice. When you do go through Stormblood, it'd be great to see you share your thoughts with Damian on Frame Trap or some other format. I agree with you. That would be great. I'm way into that idea. Maxi Biney, 6 months in a row. Thank you so much, Maxi. Maxa. These Twitch names are tripping me up. I think you need to head into town. Let's head into town. Good morning, children. Did you sleep well? By the way, will you be going into town? You must be careful. There's been an awful lot of Highland soldiers wandering around since this morning. The academy seems to be safe. It's been declared clear by the commander from Highland. Why a person that uses such brutal tactics would leave behind the academy is beyond me, but I'm grateful. The way I phrased it was kind of a joke, but I was basically asking if spoiler mode could cover anime or not. So far, I think it's only been games and movies. Sure, there's no reason why it couldn't cover anime. But it sounds like to me, Alexander, that you just want Jones to talk about Stardust Crusaders, which is totally cool. But honestly, if that's all you want, I would just ask Jones. But yeah, as far as spoiler mode covering anime, sure, it could totally happen. There's no limit to it. It could cover normal TV shows, it could cover anime, it could cover movies, it could cover games. Please stop. We've done nothing. Shut your mouth. We've received information that Teresa's holed up in this building. That's a lie. Who would do such a thing? Our informant was a former soldier from Muse. To think he'd sell out an ally for such a pittance. You people are pathetic. Ah, that battle. Why? Rio. Let's help them. Wait, Rio. Are you going to stand there in a daze all day? If you keep giving us trouble, maybe we should burn this place down. No, please. Captain, what reason do you have for such actions? What reason? It's obvious. You're not telling me where Teresa is. You're bringing this on yourself. When we surrendered, the Lord Commander from Highland promised no more violence. That's right. If he hadn't made such a promise, we'd be torturing each and every one of you until you talked. As you can see, the commander is really a very peaceable man. Damn. Alright, find out where they're hiding her. Quickly now. But you don't need to go as far as setting fires. We wouldn't want to make our Lord Commander angry now, would we? Forgive me, even though my apologies mean nothing. It's alright, if Lady Teresa lives, that is. What are you talking about? You're the reason we're in this mess. That cowardly mare of yours. Stop, won't you? I'm sorry. Please don't worry about it. Well then. Ah, there he goes. We've got to follow him. What anime would you like to see the Yakuza team adapt after Fist of the North Star? Something with some grit to it, I think. I think the Yakuza team could make a very good Berserk game. I think they could make a very good Cowboy Bebop game. I would be way into that. That's a good question. It's an interesting thing to mull over. In the city, go to the inn and talk to the woman to get recipe number 20. Okay, so we can get some recipes as well. Let's do that. The item store is very fine. You can get recipe number 25 and window set number 6. We don't really care about the window set, but we want to get the recipes, so let's do that, shall we? Let's get some recipes, yeah. Outlaw Star? Outlaw Star is a good answer. Berserk is too serious for the Yakuza team, I think. I disagree. Well, good afternoon. What's up, boy? What? You say my cooking is delicious? Ha ha ha. You're only flattering me, but I'm grateful just the same. In thanks, I'll give you my tempura recipe. Here. The reason why I say I disagree is because Berserk, for as serious as it is, and it certainly is serious, that's very true, it has a lot of comic relief. A lot of times it's super not serious as well. There are characters that feel specifically designed for that role, and I think Yakuza is already pretty good at taking itself super seriously and bouncing between kind of comedic relief. And so, like, I think they could do bits in Berserk that would make a lot of sense and would fit the tone of it. When will we get the Berserk anime we deserve? It feels like a curse, doesn't it? It really feels like a curse. And honestly, I think the requirements for a Berserk anime are just so low. They just don't look like garbage. The story is so fascinating. Just don't look like garbage, please. How strange. Where could he have gone? And that battle everyone's talking about, I wonder what happened. What should we do, Ryo? Pillic is getting tired. Should we be getting back to the dorms? I want supper time. Supper time. I like the old 1997 Berserk anime, even though it was a lot of cheap animation. Totally. I'm talking like new. Why can't we get a good new one? Although, and I feel like I'm in the minority on this, I actually think the movies are really good. That might just be because it was my first introduction to Berserk, but I greatly enjoyed those movies, particularly the third one. And I thought that they handled the eclipse extremely well. Don't forget to clean up your room. Have you kept up with Attack on Titan? They lost me between Season 1 and 2. That's totally understandable, YOLO. There was a huge gap. But yeah, I have kept up with it. I think I'm one volume behind on the manga, and so I need to read that. It might be one or two at this point. No more than two. Let's see. Is 24 the last one they released in English, or are we on 25 now? This is 24. I don't have 25. But yeah, I've kept up with it, and I think that you should catch up with it, because I think the stuff that is coming up in Attack on Titan is the best Attack on Titan has been. Admittedly, it's very different than what I think a lot of people fell in love with Season 1. It is a completely different show, where the things that it is tackling and the way that it's tackling them are very, very different. It's a lot less focused on Titans battling or humans battling Titans. It's about humans dealing with the political mess of trying to coexist together. But it's very, very good, and I think a lot more interesting than anything else we've seen. So I'm very excited to see how they adapt it in Season 3. We didn't find anything after all. Do you want to just rest until supper? Let's keep looking a bit longer. Okay, we'll look around the school for Shin a little longer then. Do we just need to trigger the story? I bet we just need to rest to trigger the story, so let's do that. Okay then, we'll rest until they call supper time. I almost read that as supper time. There's like a space between the T and the I. Let's go, Pilika, we're in the next room. The food was great today too, wasn't it? I had plenty of seconds. I couldn't resist. Ryo, you should eat more. You're a growing boy. Oh, good timing. Hey, Nanami, can I ask you something? What? Do you know what Sir Flick likes? I'll want to make him a really fantastic dinner, but I'm not sure what to do. I don't really know, but... first, why don't you take some really bracing tincture or something, then just, go for it, like mad. Even if you make some mistakes, it's the thought that counts. That's very cute. That's not a bad idea. Thanks, Nanami. Bye now! Oh, Nanami, I forgot to tell you, don't make too much noise at night. You start a pillow fight or something, you might wake up the wandering ghost. Wandering ghost? There's a ghost here? No way, there's no such thing as ghosts. Right, Rio? We're totally playing into this. This is exactly what I would do in this situation. I wouldn't be able to help myself. I would feed into the ghost story. Aye! Stop it! I'm not afraid of no ghosts. That don't even exist. Come on, Pilika. You don't have to be scared. Big Sis Nanami will let you sleep in her bed. Listen to the music. We can put on the headphones. Oh, we missed it. We missed the creepy music. Good morning. Rio, did you sleep okay? What, you can't sleep because you're afraid of that ghost, right? What? Of course not. Pilika, what happened? Oh. Are you just gonna tell me to clean up my room every time? Where did he go? This music is very good. Where's the ghost? Where is the spooky ghost? The spooky ghost. It kind of sounded like there was rustling when I was moving for a second. That was odd. That was odd. But that's just the track. That's just the track. That is not at all coordinated with my movement. Let's check out the rare finds in the item shop real quick. Oh, there's an expansion for Octopath, and they just call it the Octo expansion. That'd be great. Welcome. What are you looking for? We're looking for rare finds? No rare finds. You think I need to head to the basement of the Dormer School? Okay, let's do that. The creepy basement finally coming into play, which makes sense for a ghost showing up. It seems like we have thoroughly broken the anime seal on chat. And once the seal is broken, there is no coming back. And so I want to take this opportunity to say that I think I'm on episode 103 or 104, like right around there for Dragon Ball Super. And I think this last arc has been super good. Or at least super entertaining. Probably my favorite so far, and maybe it'll wrap up in this terrible way that I can't stand, but so far it's been really good. I love Android 17 and Super. I love the way that they treat all of these characters that you loved in Z. There's some great Master Roshi stuff. There's some great Tien stuff. There's some really great Krillin stuff. There's some absolutely excellent Android 17 stuff. It's all very good. And the reason I say this is because I just feel like people constantly shit on Super. And I understand it. There are some things that I don't like in Super either. But at the very least, this last arc is kind of what I wanted the whole show to be. Where, yes, it's fun, and it's super sad fan servicey, and it's kind of like this weird victory lap that the whole show is. But there's also stakes. There's also character development. There's also really interesting new characters. I mean, just this Tournament of Power and all the weirdos that they have. It is so much fun watching them. And because there's so many, they don't spend too much time on any of them, at least not so far. And so you get like these Sailor Moon Universe 10 people. You get these weird Beastmen. It's pretty awesome. Where the hell is this ghost? The party will hear some weird sounds. Nanami then wakes you up to investigate the sounds. Maybe we need to go and rest again in the dormitory? Okay. Here we go. I think we got this. My only beef with Dragon Ball Z and onward is a large chunk of the cast becomes irrelevant. I think that's why I like this last arc in Super so much, is because it feels like so much of the cast is relevant once again. Might be the basement of the dorm. Okay, let's go to the basement of the dorm. Resting was not correct. And I think what they do with Frieza in the Tournament of Power arc is way better, like a lot more logical and a lot more interesting than the first Frieza arc in Super. I think the first Frieza arc in Super is pretty bad. I want a Revenge of Yamcha art. So, okay. They have this great bit with Yamcha when they're going off and like they're picking their teams for this tournament, and Yamcha's like, "Can't wait until they pick me," and they don't even acknowledge him, and it's pretty funny. It's very, very, very good. Yamcha has some good bits in Dragon Ball Super. He's just like with Puar, and he's like, "Oh man, what am I gonna say to Goku when he gets here? And he's gonna recruit me for the tournament." It's really, really good. The structure is weird here. I think you might need to check the end of the hall to your left when you enter the school. Okay. Yeah, it has been very broken up. There we go! There's Nina hiding in the shadows. Where is Flick? Before that, there's something I have to ask you. Thank you, Massey Visum. You rescued us. Before that, there's something I have to ask you. I need to talk to you about something, too. Good timing. Why don't you go first, then? Okay. Hey, Nina. Is it true? Is what true? Oh, you don't mean the wandering ghost. Yeah. Ha 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 ha! No, you didn't really believe that old rumor, did you? It's not true? Of course not. Oh god, we accidentally skipped it. I'm sorry. No way! Anyway, Nanami, how could you? I thought you were my friend. What? Don't pretend like you don't know. I was hanging around Sir Flick's place yesterday, and he has someone he loves? Someone who's always with him? Victor. What do you mean? Wait, you don't think... I won't give up, Nanami. It's a duel. We have a lot going on here. We're undercover. We're trying to find Teresa. There's a ghost. There's a concocted duel of lovers between Nanami and Nina. What? What? Are you kidding? You've completely lost me. Is this a misunderstanding? I want this to become my reaction to just basically so many situations. I want this kind of innocent, kind of befuddled look, and I just want it to be, is this a misunderstanding? Huh? So you think so? Ah, you mean she may be jealous? How long are we going to hang around here? We should be searching for Flick. Where the hell is Flick? There's Flick. Yo, sorry about that. It took a long time to get here, avoiding Nina and all. What is it? Nina's... Oh, man. How could this have happened? Don't worry, though. Nanami. I'm not interested in children. Thank goodness. Wait a second. Children? Alright, let's head for town. Flick. I'm not interested in children. Good to know, Flick. Alright, let's head to town. I've got instructions yesterday. We're to wait for Fitcher. Thanks for joining the party. Change formation? Yes. Good afternoon, Rio. What is it? Is there something you don't understand? You sure are really beautiful. Is there something you don't understand? You sure are really beautiful. You want to know about Lord Shin? Why? Whatever for? We're searching for Teresa. Oh my. Are you sure you can be telling me this? Tee-hee, I thought you were up to something. That person named Flick has been nosing around quite a bit. Well, actually, we're telling you the truth. The Deviant Army? I see. Now I'm on board. Please, find Lady Teresa. I know she's alive somewhere. Best of luck to you. I'll do whatever I can to help, I promise. Could have been smoother, Ben? What? What could have been smoother? Odessa! I see, so that's what she was referring to when she said, the person. You're always aware. Bum, bum. You there, traitor! Look at you slinking around all suspicious-like. No, I'm no traitor. You are! You are! I can tell from your Muse accent. You're with those bastards from Muse. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, please stop. It has nothing to do with me. I love Fitcher's hand on his palm, just always so disinterested. What should we do? Rio, you guys wait here. Leave this to me. Dude, this guy's wearing Yamcha's Dragon Ball outfit. Yeah, I mean, I see where you're coming from with that. Hey, what's going on? Did this guy do something? I've never seen you before. Get out of here, stranger. Well, yeah, I'm a stranger here, so I don't know the whole situation, but aren't Greenhill and Muse comrades in arms? You don't know anything. If the bastards from Muse weren't here, this never would have happened to us. They stabbed us in the back, betrayed us! This idiot here's one of them. Ah, thank the gods. Kind traveler, please help me. A traitor, huh? He sold out his allies? He can't get away with this. Yeah, exactly. You understand, don't you? Oh, why me? I don't think his crimes are grave enough to warrant a lynching, but why not just hack his head off? Here, you can use my sword. What? I... Come on, don't hold back. You hate this guy, don't you? Am I wrong? But... Then what about you? No, I'm fine. Have you no backbones? Looks like I'll have to do it. What if he really did it? Took care of that problem. There's no way he could have known that lifting his sword up in the air like that would scare everybody off. There's no way. I've been following Kyle's Terra Enigma playthrough. I have not. Matt Maz, 22 months, and Lord of Fajita, 6 months. Thank you so much. I see, so that's how it's done. I must be sure to study this. That was pretty cool, Flick. Hey, Fitcher, how long do you plan on staying like that? Hey, please, save! What? Huh? I'm alive? I see. You found no trace of Teresa. I'm sure she must have been in hiding somewhere nearby. Oh well, Rio, we'll just have to return to the academy and gather more information. Fitcher, see what you can find out too, but be careful. I almost had to cut off your head. I'm afraid I can't. I don't want anything like that little scene we just had to happen again. Oh, I almost forgot. The general that brought Greenhill down is coming back here in 2 or 3 days. This guy knows what time it is, if you know what I mean, so be careful. Whew. Where should we be looking? Yeah, we've mentioned this before, but Flick is definitely better in 2 than he is in 1, in my opinion. He's grown up. Character development Flick. Good stuff. Nina, you're crazy. Nanami, you're horrible. Are you standing between me and my Sir Flick again? Huh? I'll leave this to you, Rio. Ah, wait, Sir Flick, why did you run from true love? You needn't be so bashful. Phew! Are you tired? I'm tired. Shall we get back to our rooms, Rio? Let's get back. Hey Ben, not that I want to hurt your wallet, but Atlas is having a sale on apparel. They have some pretty rad P5 shirts. Cool. I want some more Ghost Story. That's what I want. I like the ghost stories. What do you think today's supper will be? I can't wait. Should be fun. Okay, you agree, don't you, Pilika? When is this Pilika not talking arc going to end? I hate spinach. It's okay. I ate it all like a big girl. Aw. Ah, Nanami! You won during the day, but our duel is just beginning. Nina, you look like you sound like, rather, you sound like you belong in, like, Doki Doki Literature Club. You're freaking me out. Duel? Duel? Why are you after Flick, anyway? Huh? What? What a foolish question. Why, you ask? What do the troubadours call it? Ah, yes, destiny. It's destiny. That day, that hour, I felt the hand of destiny upon my brow when Sir Flick fought in my honor. Ah, I've heard the poets speak of it, but to feel it, Just talking about it makes me swoon. What? Well then, good night. We really haven't made much progress finding Teresa at all. Well then, good night. I wonder if we'll see the ghost. We're okay, right, Pilika? Luck is really into Luke. Luke is really into the ghost story. See the Yakuza outfits in Persona 5 Dancing Starlight? So good. Very good. Very well done. Yeah. I thought it was awesome. Ryo! Now we got some spooky music. Did you hear that? Did you hear that creak? Ooh. Hey, Ryo, go and look. Make sure it's not a ghost. That, like, pitter-patter percussion is really good. You're awful, Ryo. Don't leave me here. Ooh. I don't want to be left behind. Let's go together. What? Huh? That's no ghost. Maybe it's a cat or something. Was that the ghost? It seemed like a person's shadow. Brilliant deduction. Absolutely brilliant. This is actually something I think both Suikoden games do a really good job of, is I think it can get a bit tiresome when you're just, and I think Octopath suffers from this problem in some ways, when you're just exploring, and exploring means constant fights, or dungeons, which means constant fights. I like, and Thousand Year Door also does a really great job of this. I like when they break it up and do something completely out of the blue. Like, the pseudo ghost story is really fun, and there hasn't been any combat for a long time. It's just a good way to kind of give the game a different flow. No, I can't see anything. Nothing's here. Ryo. You don't think that ghosts could have gone into our room, do you? No. He went downstairs. So everything looks normal then. We're okay? Yeah, we're okay. What was that anyway? Trails in the Sky does it well too. Trails in the Sky does do it very well. What is great about at least the first chapter of Trails in the Sky is there's so much of that game that is very relaxed, where it's just kind of them acting the age that they are, and it's really nice. No! I can't see anything. Nothing's here. No, now it's gone. What's happening? Let's go back, Ryo. Let's go. Come on, quick. Something's odd. Let's keep searching. Do we head back to our room? Suiko 2, a man after my own heart. Luca Blight is my favorite RPG villain ever. Nice. Well, thank you for joining us, Obletus Malice. We're currently trying to catch a quote-unquote ghost. How about you? Are you freaked out by the ghost? We're just gonna go right into your bed. Hope you don't mind. Ah, Miss Amelia. Someone's having a special dream. Chatter. Okay, everybody is a big old weirdo when they sleep. Octopath certainly doesn't have it to this extent, but I've gone on a path action side quest spree. Those are all pretty short and simple though. And what I mean is this extent. Murmur. 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 Snore, snore. Murmur. Alright. It's getting dark outside. Let's go get some sleep. What? Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. Raven Sword's OP 4 months in a row. How you doing, Raven Sword? You want us to go get some sleep? Okay, alright, alright. Let's go to the basement of the dormitory. Shall we? Hey Ben, hey allies. Hey, EZE intern, how are you doing? That's a hard name to say. Okay, it's not in the basement. Where are you? I'm just gonna have to keep barging into people's beds. Listening to them murmur. Mumble. We've talked to everybody up here. I have to go to the top floor in the end of the hall or something. Okay. It's easy, but Canadian. Oh, definitely. It's just like with the spacing and everything, it trips me out. But I do think it is a cute bit. It's been like a year and a half since I played this part. No worries, we'll figure it out. We just have to find the thing that triggers the thing. But I do feel like we've been everywhere. And we can't go outside. Is there a switch on the floor? We can look for a switch. I like where your head's at. Look around the basement some more. Yeah, the basement definitely seems... Aha! Aha! I think you go back to the basement and check the unlit lantern on the wall. I didn't see that specific thing from chat until just now. I did see look for a switch and see Cart saying look around the basement some more, which definitely clued me in. So thank you, chat, for your help. There's a team effort there. What's this? What's this mechanism? Aha! Puzzle master. Thank you, Chad. That's right. Wait, this just leads me back. So that's just how we get back. No. Yes, no. No, yes, no. Secrets. Assuming you are not getting every star for the training? No, we are. We are getting every star. You assume incorrectly, sir. We're just going back the way we came. Alright. We've got a real whodunit on our hands. There's the shadow. Ah, there it goes. All right, it's not a ghost then. Ha! How dare you scare a lady? I will not forgive. Hmm? How dare you scare a lady? I will not forgive. Okay, when you hear the signal, rush in and tackle it. Okay, Nanami's back. Let's go. Me? I'm Hunky Dory. Ready? Go! Wah! It's Flick. You can tell by the bandana that it's totally Flick. Or yeah! Wakaba, you keep giving us reasons to love you. Oh yeah! You can't escape long Chan style martial arts, ghost. What am I doing here? Oh, you. Who is it anyway? What the hell are you up to? Are you insane? Oh, Flick. What? Oh, I get it. Flick's been wandering around night after night like a ghost, but why would you do that? Who's been acting like a ghost? I was tailing that guy Shin. There's something suspicious about him. He's a tricky one, though. The Highland Army's after him, too, so it's to be expected. I figure he's got to be doing whatever he does at night, so I've been watching and waiting. And I just spotted him. I tailed him all the way here until you showed up. And then we caught you. So it's just ahead. We must gather our chi and startle it with a powerful ki. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. Gotta use that ki. Flick's trying to blend in with the cool kids. Good job, Flick. Ah, the statue's coming into play. It's a dead end. Huh? It can't be. Is it really a ghost? Of course not. There's got to be some kind of mechanism somewhere. Let's go search for it, Rio. Is it the statue, Flick? Rio, you're so cool. Naturally, you're my little brother. JRPG's favorite genre. Come on, let's go. I love how they all split up to just different sides. To the thing, and then none of them, other than the protagonist, investigates the most obvious thing in the room. Fight! Alright. This one says run. We're gonna go ahead and mess him up. I've missed this battle music. Alright, so I think this is the first time that we've seen, in this game, that we've seen the Earth Runes. Let's see. Raises 1 hour's defense. Very good. We get 6 uses of that. That's awesome. 100% counterattack to an ally. That's also very good. Repel magic all. 1 time 100%. That could be life-saving. Good stuff. Tengar. Good stuff, Earth Rune. You know what? I think what I'm going to do, we're not going to waste the rune on Rio, because the Blue Gate rune is so powerful. If that makes any sense, we're basically going to have Luke take care of it. Luke is OP as fuck. He is super OP. You were completely correct about that. But it's so sick. We'll just do a running... We've done this with other games as well. We did this with Paper Mario. We'll do it with... we'll continue it with Suikoden II. Feel free to contribute to the list as you see fit. But we're going to make a running list of tiny things that give us so much joy in JRPGs. And one of those things is eliminating all enemies at once. With a spell, or some sort of ability, or otherwise some sort of attack, some physical attack, whatever it is. Eliminating every enemy at once feels awesome. Dopamine released every time that happens. How powerful... 130 damage. Can we just auto these guys? How powerful are we? Let's do auto. Especially when you return to a previously tough area to go just that. Yes. I actually think we're pretty tough. We don't need to waste ones. Oh my god, what a cool animation. Just the sprite getting swallowed. Those guys were in Suikoden 1. They're water. I didn't even notice that they were water. Wakaba just kicking fools. Especially when you return to a previously tough area and wipe the floor with everybody. I think that could be its own entry. Returning to a previous area and just wiping the floor is its own sort of satisfaction. But I agree, wiping out everybody at once only adds to that. Let's try to... Yeah, treasure. Protect mist. Interesting. How's the medicine situation for everybody? Do we even really need medicine? Probably not. Probably not. Let's have you hold on to this. How many of those do I get? Just one, okay. Another thing I enjoy, and it is not just RPGs that do this, but when they make an earlier boss just a regular enemy, I love that. It's not even that novel at this point, but if I were to make a game, I would totally do that. I love when you just go to an in-game area and you fight something and you're like, oh man, that gave me so much trouble before. And now it's nothing. Now it's just fodder. This reminds me so much of the train arc from Thousand Year Door, which has only grown my appreciation has only grown for that section of the game as time has gone on. Really, really cool. What is this rune that we have? Level 2 magic exchanged for level 1. Your least favorite parts of JRPGs in general? It's a very minor thing, but I really don't like it when characters or just the story in general repeats information that it either just told you or has told you so many times that there's no point in repeating it anymore. And it's not just a JRPG thing, but when a character is like, oh, I can't believe it's this, and then every other character is like, what? It's this? And they just sort of basically repeat what was already said. Very minor thing. I don't actually care that much, but yeah. I think extremely high random encounter rates are awful. But I think everybody thinks that. Unnecessarily long animations for things that are super basic can get annoying too. What's that? It looks suspicious. Yes. This random cabin in the woods where this stranger is might be a little suspicious. It's got to be the ghost haunted shack. I don't think that's possible. Anyway, let's check it out. Needing an accessory to do basic tasks, like, say, running. Yes, very good pull there. I knew we'd be discovered eventually. However, my lady requires a little bit more time here. Hey, wait, where... Shut your mouth! I kind of like Shin. We cannot forgive you, ghost. Yeah! We are your allies. Let's try another approach. I do not know who you are, so I cannot consider you an ally. I'm sorry, but I can't let you leave here alive. You refuse to listen to us. Are you after a fight? You'll find us very different from those Highlander soldiers. With my blade, Tarantula, bad blade, in hand, I have nothing to fear from anyone. If we're talking about reasons not to lose, we have them too, buddy. No, no. Sniff. Why? Children, why? Teresa, Shin, please stop. My lady, but these people... There has been enough fighting. I beg you, Shin, please stop. Wait a minute, we haven't come to capture you. I'm Flick of the Deviant Army. This is our leader, Rio. Imagine going up to somebody and saying, like, you're a proud leader of the Deviant Army. The Deviant Army? Then I shall take your word that you are truly from the Deviant Army. Did we tell you all of our deviant stories? My lady! Even if they are from the Highland Army, we didn't do such roundabout things, Shin. Lord Rio, why have you taken so much trouble, especially to see me? We've come to save you. You came to save me. Why? Why? Our army's military strength is still fairly slight. With the aid of Two River, we aren't in a position to wage war against Highland's main army. So, Lady Teresa, we need your strength. Needing someone's strength is very different from saving them. My strength? No, what you seek is Greenhill's strength. Forgive me, Lord Rio. I'm afraid I cannot help you. Why is that? I abandoned my citizens and escaped here alone. I am no longer acting mayor of Greenhill. And I don't want anything like that battle to ever... It became obvious that... The cats are like banging against the door. It became obvious that Highland was after Greenhill, and so the citizens were preparing to fight. I think the cat's going in. Should we risk completely dismantling the stream for the cats? They seem pretty animate about it. Hi, Wes. Hi, buddy. Oh. Hello. Hello, kitty. Are you purring? Are you happy? Yes. Are you gonna lay nice on Papa's lap? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Alright, we're gonna read this dialogue from Teresa. Okay. Highland released the captured Muse soldiers, and they came to Greenhill. At first, everyone rejoiced without knowing the true meaning of the soldiers' arrival. Highland returned the weapons and armor they had confiscated from the Muse soldiers. There were skeptics, but most of the citizens assumed there must have been some Highland commander, or other, that wanted a fair fight. More than anything, the increase in military power due to the Muse soldiers was invaluable to the morale of the dejected citizens. Reffel, 3 months in a row. Thank you, Reffel. Before long, the Highland army appeared, and the citizens prepared for battle. However, Wes is being so good. Being so good. The Highland army began their siege, but made no move to attack. The addition of the Muse soldiers had nearly doubled Greenhill's army, and the food supply was now decreasing with alarming speed. Soon enough, the soldiers and citizens were at odds over the dwindling provisions. This is actually a pretty interesting tale here of what happened to this place. The Greenhill citizens thought this food is for Greenhill, but the Muse soldiers consider it food for fighting. And so, the Muse soldiers rebelled, taking the food storehouses by force, throwing the city into chaos. It seems obvious now that Highland must have given the Muse soldiers back their weapons for just this purpose. And then right in front of the Highland army, we were defeated without even having fought. Very cool. That is what happened. Comrades in arms killing each other over mere food. All that remained in us was distrust for each other. And I, acting as mayor of Greenhill, could not prevent this. Forgive me. Lord Rio, I can't help you. Zero Nautic 5 months in a row, thank you. Please, please, return home. Excuse me, but you should leave Greenhill as soon as possible. And I'm not saying I distrust you, but if the Highland Army discovers Lady Teresa's whereabouts, I will hunt you down. Why don't we try to convince her to come back and fix this mess? Don't threaten us. You're called Shin, right? What do you plan to do? You can't hide here forever. We need a bit more time here. Lady Teresa wishes it. Gosh, we came all this way and found Teresa for nothing, I guess. Yeah, it looks like this was all pointless. Rio will leave Greenhill tomorrow. School? It's not such a bad thing. School? It's not so bad. I love how we had this super serious conversation about this infighting, this military scheming, and this basically ruined town. And Wakaba's like, school's not so bad. Hi. So we're saying goodbye to this school. Morning, Rio. So today we say goodbye to this school. It was fun, kind of, and the food was delicious. You're a very loud purr. West, did you know that? Purr very loudly. Are you sure you didn't forget anything? We won't be back here anytime soon, you know. We didn't miss any recruits or anything, did we? Chad has not spoken up, so I think we're good. Okay, no, we're good. I'm ready. That girl, you're going to leave without saying anything to her? Don't be ridiculous. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen her since this morning. Well, it has nothing to do with me. Come on, let's go. Flick, level 30. Change formation. Yes. Luke, stop trying to get in the front, man. You're going to the back! Use the guide on Suiko's Source, right? Yeah, I'm using a recruitment guide on Suiko's Source. You were completely correct. It's All Good Dog, which is a great name. What? 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 Alright, listen up. This is an announcement from the Prince of Highland, Luca Blight. Alright, Luca Highland. 20,000 Poch and the right of Highland citizenship will be awarded to whoever captures Teresa, former acting mayor. I'm trying to snuff her out. Liar! That's right. How can we trust a nation that's already broken their promises? Yeah, yeah! A cash reward and immunity. It's only a matter of time before someone comes forward. I think video games, in general, either don't attempt it very often, or when they do, don't do a very thorough job of doing, like, grand political, grand military storylines where you have a bunch of kingdoms intersecting and making that not super convoluted, easy to follow, but still very thorough and interesting. I think Suikoden, specifically Suikoden II, has done an excellent job of it. Like, the way that they are presenting kind of this ongoing war and what's going on with each individual nation, it doesn't feel like different storylines. It all kind of comes together to this beautiful whole. That's really awesome. And like I said, it is not overly convoluted. They're not slamming you in the face with all of these terms that you won't remember. It's all pretty straightforward, but it's convincing, which is nice. A cash reward and immunity. It's only a matter of time before someone comes forward. What is it, Pilika? No, that's a lie. How dare you? If you won't trust us, then. Citizens of Greenhill, please, listen to what I have to say. Traitor Joey. The parties responsible for yesterday's unlawful investigation are already being punished. This is a formal offer from Prince Luca Bright. Ugh, I can't read. Prince Luca Blight of Highland. I swear on my own life that our promises will be kept. Is it really? There is, however, one condition. Teresa must be delivered alive. No reward will be given for a corpse. Western, what are you doing, buddy? You're standing up. 20,000 potch. Why? What is Joey doing here? Ah, Pilika. Hey, wait. Damn it, you brat. We have to follow her. Yeah, we have to save Pilika. Okay, let's go. What? Who's this little girl? Huh? You. Joey, why are you... Hey, get him! There! Hey, you people, capture them! Spies! They're spies! There will be rewards! Damn, quickly, get them! Out of the way! Damn you! Rio. Is Joey regretting his actions? That's the leader of the Deviant Army, isn't it? The one that defeated Kaiba at Two River. You sure we shouldn't follow, Commander? Rad will take care of him. I'll have to leave it to him. Naturally. Teresa, no matter what you say, we won't give her up. I suppose so. Over there! Tisk. Fight time! Roble! 20 months in a row, 20 months of Suika friends. Thank you, Roble. Good to see you, man. Keep the near hype alive. Keep the Celeste hype alive. Fight the good fight. Okay, I have to fight the soldiers now. No, don't climb up there. That's a bad place to be. Just say goodbye to people. Did Rio just get to attack twice? That's interesting. This is bad. There's bound to be tons of Highland soldiers at the gate. What about Teresa's secret path? Good thinking. We've got to get Teresa out of here, even if we have to use force. As if their promises can be believed. Okay. It's stat-based? Interesting. Does Suikoden 3 have voice acting? Out of curiosity? It does not. Thank you, Atoshi. Playing Octopath Traveler next to this feels good. Yeah, Octopath is a very good, like, have a stream on in the background. It's very, very good. No, 4 and 5 have video. If you had to rate the quality of the voice acting in Suikoden 4 and 5, what would you give it? Are we... We are clearly not supposed to go this way. Not especially. Suikoden 3 is my second favorite in the series. Yeah, people are really hyped up 3. I was looking at it today, and apparently, like, this game is only supposed to take 35 hours. That's probably not including all 108 stars. But Suikoden 3 is like 67. 4 is passable, 5 has good VO. Massey, I trust your opinion on this. Okay, so I think we're just going to keep running into soldiers if we go that way. Where is your secret path? Oh, right. We have to go into the school, the lights, the basement. The thing that took us so long to figure out. What? What? Are you telling me the path is no longer open to me? I recently found out that nuts give you a permanent stat boost in Octopath, not just temporary. Yeah, use those nuts, man. Use them, use them. I could have sworn that we had to go through the basement. Oh, no, 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 not that. Okay, we need to go to the statue. We need to go to the other secret path. Right. We must go... So that's the wrong way. We need to go... Okay, alright, we got it. We're just being super dumb. But look at this game's sprite work. It's incredible. It's very good. It's very, very impressive. So can we just, no matter? Okay, good. Good. No, there we go. Alright, sorry, Chad, that was completely me. Just being a spaced out fool there. But we'll save her. We'll save Teresa. I wonder if we have a boss fight. I wonder if I should heal before going into Teresa's domain. Chad, I've been thinking about how to handle Suikoden 3 and onwards, because I think it would probably be good for us to take a Suikoden break after 2. But I want to get to 3 eventually. Like, I'm pretty invested in the series now, and so I would like to play more of it. I'm just not sure on the best way to tackle it. Do you only play Suikoden Tactics, by the way? How is that? No need to worry. It looks like we're clear. What's wrong, Nanami? What? Why would Joey... The commander that knew what time it is Fitcher was talking about. It must have been Joey. But it's hard to believe, a commander in the Highland Army. Pillik is so bothered by it. It's sad. I think you should play 5 after 2 eventually. It's closely tied to 1 and 2, and in my opinion is the second best game. It's not a huge time investment like 3, which is a lot of backtracking. Yeah, 3 definitely seems to be the longest. Tactic is good. Solid strategy RPG, much better than Suiko 4. Was taking place in the same setting as 4. Interesting. What sort of games have been burning a hole in your backlog lately? Any franchise replays to prepare for something upcoming? I guess when I think of like prepare for something upcoming, I'd like to get through Valkyria Chronicles 2 and 3 before 4 comes out. That would be really nice. I've kind of had a hankering for playing the Battle Network games. By that I mean Mega Man Battle Network. So that might be fun. What else? What else have I had a hankering for? I want to play Warframe, but that's not really a backlog clearing thing. What else would there be? There's something that I'm missing. I need to play Birth by Sleep as well, but I feel like we stream a lot of Kingdom Hearts already, so maybe that's not the best decision. Are you going to bring this to the Hall of Greats? Maybe eventually, yeah. I don't know if I'm bringing it to the next Hall of Greats, but maybe eventually. Skip Valkyria 2. Yeah. I have to be honest, I'm not super psyched to play Valkyria 2, but I still want to do it. So come on, we've got to run! Oh my, Sir Flick, whatever are you doing here? Goodness. You've been following me? What? How do you know this place? Nina has been helping me. Whenever I needed supplies, she would buy them. I fear I would have stood out too much. Flick, what are you doing here? We've come to get you, Lady Teresa, and escape. The situation has changed. This time, if we must, we will use force. Nina has already informed me of what is happening. Then, let's get out of here. If we stay here, we'll be found in no time. No, I will not run. I will be the cause of no more suffering for my people. Once they have captured me, Highland's oppression of Green Hill will end. I have no other options. But wait a minute. Lord Rio, excuse me. I am sorry I could not be of any help to you. Wait. Do you really think I can let you do that? I'm sorry, but if you interfere, I will take my own life. Lollipopper, 10 months in a row. Thank you, Lollipopper. Damn. My lady, I will accompany you. Then please bear witness to the end of my life. We got real dark. Although, them fighting over the food was pretty dark as well. Why do you hurry into death? Surely living is better. No, I can't let you die. Lady Teresa, you, after you fought so hard for us. We knew the food supplies were low, and yet, even after that, you didn't wish ill on the soldiers from Muse. I can't stand by and watch someone with such a kind heart die. Pretty mature for a little kid. Hey, we're not out of the game yet. Let's go, Rio. Let's all just clump back into your body. Valkyria 2 isn't very good and takes place after all the games, so I'd save it for after 4. Quite honestly, I may not have time to get to 2 and 3 before 4 shows up. But I don't think I'd feel burnout, honestly. I think... I cannot overstate how much I enjoy the basic, like the very bones of Valkyria Chronicles. I just love that strategy, that specific take on strategy combat so much that I don't think it would really burn me out in 4. I don't know if anything could burn me out for 4. I'm hyped beyond belief. Touch the darkness within. Gamora had a good comment. What is it with cool women with high degrees of political power actually sacrificial for these things? I don't know, it has kind of become a thing, huh? Do you think 4 is going to run on Switch? I do think it will run on Switch, yes. I forced myself to finish Kiwami 1 to avoid burnout when Kiwami 2 comes out. Has anyone played the demo for Kiwami 2? I didn't even want to finish it because I was having such a good time. And I was like, no more. No more. Save myself. I just want to... I wish you wouldn't have brought up Yakuza, because now I just want to stop everything and play Yakuza. Easy Allies has certainly said this 1,000 times, but just to reiterate, we're getting a new Dragon Quest, a new Devil May Cry, a new Valkyria Chronicles 4. We're getting a new Shenmue, we're getting Shenmue HD. It'd be nice to get a new Suikoden. Can you imagine like a PS4, PC, Xbox One Suikoden? New Sakura Wars, even. Yeah, that hasn't been announced for the West, has it? I have zero familiarity with Sakura Wars. Didn't only one of them get localized on the PS2 and Wii? Wasn't it 5? Shadow9246 just subscribed with Twitch Prime. That's a brand new sub. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining us. Oh yes, it would be lovely, but at this point I think it's up to other devs to make similar games. Hi West, welcome back, bud. Did you miss the pets? People were saying Legend of Legacy, which recently came out on 3DS, is very Suikoden-like. I'd love to check that out at some point. There's a lot of... My 3DS backlog is pretty bad at the moment. Hi, buddy. You should try Codename Steam for 3DS, Ben. I reviewed it. Somewhat similar gameplay-wise to Valkyria, made by Fire Emblem guys. Yeah, I feel like not very many people liked Codename Steam. I liked it quite a bit. I really had a good time with that game. It was very challenging. You really had to think. You really had to use your character's skills to their fullest extent. I quite liked the style and the tone of it. Not a lot of people were into it, but I liked it. Reviewed that back at Game Trailers. So, you've already given up, huh? It was good of you to make up your own mind about it, and so polite, too. Alright, get them! What? Are you resisting? I'll never let you lay your filthy hands on Lady Teresa. Shin, what do you think you're doing? Please stop! The House of Wisemail is no more, and I am no longer acting mayor. You have no reason to be doing this. Wes, that's not the best position for you to be in, but... You can see, like, the little corner of his fur. I don't know what's going on, and I don't care if they resist. Take them by force! Let's go, Rio. We have to save her. All right! Flicks way into this idea. Ha, so you fools have come back? Perfect. Take them! Good stuff. I was playing Final Fantasy V Advance before Octopath came out. It's not great. What? I disagree, good sir. Stop. Please, stop fighting. Don't be ridiculous. We'll just kill all the soldiers. What? So I have this shelf below my monitor, and my Retron is down there, and Little West is down there just sleeping. I beg you, I don't want to be responsible for any more trouble. Trouble? Trouble? Trouble to who? What? What? You? Will you get out of my way? Huh? Nina, no, you can't be captured. But if I am taken, everyone will... You think everyone will be happy? Lady Teresa, at least believe in us the same way we believed in you, fought for you. Everyone, when we lost, when we led Greenhill to defeat within our own hands, that battle wounded us inside. Knowing that, will you still hand yourself over to the Highland Army? Will you really cause the citizens of Greenhill more pain? You may lose battles, you may even lose your town, but there is something more important than that you cannot lose. Please, do not lose that, Lady Teresa. Everyone, protect Lady Teresa! Protect our mayor. Oh, the citizens. The citizens are rising up. This is kind of similar to the storyline we're developing in Tabletop Escapades. Yeah, the people of Greenhill took us in. Let's return the favor. Let us not pollute the name of Muse any further. Damn you. Lady Teresa, you are the one and only mayor of Greenhill. Please get yourself to safety. Yes, and someday, please, come back to retake your city. Thank you. I'm not worthy. What are you talking about? You know we believe in you. Never forget that. I understand, and I promise. I will return to Greenhill. I will once again walk these streets. I will once again breathe this air. And my lips will once again call this town's name. Wait for me. I will return. Of course. Yeah, come back and chase the Highland Army out. It looks like the main force is coming. Run! Okay, everyone, create a diversion. Citizens, I promise I will return. It says frame trap is on the 24th. I'm guessing a 1 break. Leprox, I'm not sure what you're talking about. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just frame trap is bi-weekly, and so... Oh, the 24th. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, I got you now. No, that should say the 23rd. Blood might have just screwed up the days. It just might have mixed them up. But I see what you're saying. Frame Trap should be on Monday, the 23rd, not on Tuesday. It is. What time zone are you in? Because what it's probably saying is if you're not in the PST's time zone, it might say Tuesday, but it should be normal, basically. So it'll be on Saturday for early access people, and then it'll be on Sunday or on Monday for normal people. It's okay. The time zone thing messes me up too, Leprox, so don't worry about it, man. I totally understand. Alright, Flick says, they're probably creating some sort of a version, but it won't last long. Hurry, Rio. Excuse me. I'll go ahead and clear the way. There'll be a lot to talk about on the upcoming Frame Trap. We're shooting that Friday. For those of you that are interested, Brad and Huber will be on the panel. We'll be talking about Octopath. We'll be talking about a lot of things, but we'll be talking about Octopath. So much Hollow Knight to talk about. Maybe. I definitely think if Brad has more to follow up on, he totally can. But I think we might have run dry on Hollow Knight to talk about. Hey Ben and Alex. Hey Jasmine. Good to see you. You're pumped about the Octopath discussions? I'm pumped too, man. It'd be nice. Anyone else hyped for Tetris Effect? That's a good thing to be hyped about, Dapper Dev Null. I'm hyped on it. I'm hard on Hollow Knight, which is a shame, but I just find it too tedious to play. Hey, you know, people have different responses to games. That's totally fine. I completely adored it and think it is very well designed and very engaging, but I just have different tastes. Ben, you and Ian mentioned the new Sophie album. I don't think I have. I haven't listened to it yet. I've heard about it. I want to check it out, but I have not listened to it yet. I've been listening to the new Let's Eat Grandma, which is kind of a horrifying name for a group, but their new album is very good, or at least what I've listened to so far is very good. You should turn your mic up a tiny bit. Sure, we can do that. I am speaking a little bit quieter than I normally do. Kind of hard to hear you clearly over the AM. Yeah, we can fix that. My mic is honestly not in the best position. It would probably sound a little bit better if it were more in front of where I was speaking. So this should maybe sound a little bit better. Now I'm going more directly into it. That should help. Sounds much better. Good. Good stuff. I think part of the problem is when you're setting it up, like this monitor is where my computer is and this monitor is where the game is, and I set it up for the computer because that's what I'm looking at the time. I think the chief thing I didn't like in Hollow Knight was pretty much Fog Canyon in general, the explosive jellyfish, the no map until endgame. You can get a map pretty quickly. Fog Canyon does not last that long either. It's one of the shorter areas. And I liked that the exploding jellyfish really slowed you down and made you think about where you were going. It's tough, but it's a good challenge, I think. A different kind of challenge than some of the other stuff in Hollow Knight. Godspeed, my lady. Are you in that much of a hurry? They were able to slow us down without any weapons. I'm surprised. Anyway, this is as far as you go. You can't escape. You're awful, awful, awful. Awful. Who are you kidding? Do you know how much trouble you've caused me? This time I'm sending you to the execution grounds. Shin! Don't worry, I won't let them pass, my lady. Honorable Shin. I will not allow this. If you die... My loyalty lies not with the office of mayor, not with the house of wise man, but with you, Lady Teresa. What are you saying? I love you. Leave this to me. By the name of my blade, I will protect Lady Teresa. Thank you. Let's go, Rio. Hey, they're getting away. Quick, follow them. I can't let you do that. With my blade, Tarantula, and with the skills engraved upon my soul, I will defeat you. I really wanted to have a sick fight with just solo Shin right there. Map guy's behind a darkness gate. Yeah, the thing about Fog Canyon, though, is when you're going through it, especially for the first time, it's very straightforward. Like, there's not... The path through it is not as complex as some of the other areas. So you don't even really need a map. And it's pretty small in comparison to a lot of the other areas. So I don't find it especially difficult to navigate. What is the name of your blade? I played Hollow Knight when it came out and bought it again on Switch, and now I can't stop thinking about it. The Hollow Knight bug has bitten you. I love the one charm in Hollow Knight that emits the heroic odor. Always makes me think of Kyle casting Stinking Cloud. That's cute. The name of Ben's blade is Godfrey? Probably. That would probably be its name. Or Gremio, I think would be appropriate as well. You do Gremio. Switch version for Valkyria 4. The Switch version is very tempting. I know Huber and I do this a little bit differently, but I use the handheld mode on the Switch quite a lot, and that seems like it would be very, very useful for me. Who do we want to protect? We want to protect our protagonist. Silver Hat is very good. Gotta say, Octopath Traveler is good. H2 Lund. Good to hear, man. 28 months in a row. Thank you. Valkyria is definitely a game I might double dip on. We'll see. We'll see how things go on at the time. I'm not gonna run around playing Valkyria 4. I'm not gonna run around either. I might sit down and play it. I adore the snow areas in Octopath 2 Jolly. Yeah, I love the way that they present the sparkling snow and the snowfall and the sparkling sands as well. I think all of that looks very, very good in Octopath. It's a very cozy game. Indeed. The thing about double dipping is Valkyria 4 has a lot of good DLC. It's a good point that you bring up. Seagheart. It's a good point. I'm just saying I prefer to cozy up on my sofa playing Valkyria Chronicles 4 on a big screen. Totally understandable, Massey. Totally understandable. Transfer status to others. That's very interesting. So I'm assuming you can apply that to buffs. What a cool rune. I just finished the original Valkyria Chronicles, and I think I'm good for at least a year, even though it was very good. Huh, that's interesting, Pyramid Zero Pad. I often am that way when I finish games, where I'm like, okay, I'm good on this particular thing for a while. But sometimes certain games, I'm just like, I want more of that. And I think that is Valkyria for me. Although, admittedly, after finishing 1, I did not immediately jump into 2. And we didn't have 4. And I don't have the patch for 3. So, I don't know. I guess for me, it has been a while since Valkyria 1. Haha, looks like we made it. Looks like we made it. For now, but we can't let our guard down until we get to Gremio Castle. These lands are still controlled by Highland. Pilika! Joey. Yo, what's Joey gonna say to us? Headphones on for this. Important story. Ryo, Nanami. Joey, why are you? Ryo, I give you this advice as a friend. Relinquish leadership of the Deviant Army and run away. What does that mean? The victor in this war is already decided. Anything you do now is in vain. You will only be prolonging the suffering. You're doing Luca Blight's bidding? I will not allow Luca to have his way with Highland and the city-state. Sneeze. Excuse me. Then, you have no reason to fight, Ryo. I can't just run away. Oh, Joe. Ooh, wah. Ryo, you should start running. Pursuers, Ryo, run! Joey, what is this? This has to be a lie. I don't believe it. Joey, my Joey, our Joey, he'd never follow orders from Luca Blight. It's a lie. Let's go, Nanami. No, no, no! I hate this! We're finally here with Joey. Farewell, Ryo. Joey's got his reasons. Can I have the game where Ben does all the sound effects? Ooh, wah, ooh, ah, Joe. It was a good scene. It's good that the game keeps introducing him. It would be lame if they just saved Joey for the end after his betrayal. That went well, 17 months in a row. What's up, Ben? That went well. How you doing? Chat, I don't say this enough. And it sounds like such a corny, stupid-ass thing for a streamer to say, but I appreciate the little community that we've built during these RPG streams. I know RPGs are not always the most exciting thing. I know they're not always the hippest thing to stream, but I enjoy them. And it seems like you guys enjoy them, so that's cool. It looks like we made it, but we can't rest easy yet. Let's hurry to Gremio Castle, Ryo. Someday. Someday. Well, well, if it isn't the commander. By the way, a few rats must have come running this way. Did you see them by any chance? I haven't seen anything. Oh, I see. Even after one of my men swore he saw them coming this way? You may be a commander, but you're still a newcomer. His Majesty Luca asked me to keep an eye on you, you know. Raud, you are such a punk. What do you think he'd say if I gave him this little piece of information? What if we all marched at you in unison? Step aside, would you? Wait, Raud. Remember when we called him Road? We were here too, and nobody suspicious came through. Ah, what are you saying? We'd hate to see you make a false report out of jealousy because a former subordinate is now your commanding officer. That's right. We're witnesses. Damn. You know, there's still quite a riot going on in Green Hill. Shouldn't you get yourself down there? Damn. Alright, let's go. Why, we love Highland. It's a wonderful country. We can't stand idly by and let it be destroyed. The only thing Luca Blight will bring us about is ruin, and that is not our intention. It wouldn't be pleasant to be left standing on scorched earth after the war is over, would it? Joey Atreides, commander of the 4th Army of the Kingdom of Highland, we pledge our loyalty to you. We know what your goal is. Please use us to that end. What a fascinating development. Kulgan, Seed. Makes me think of Final Fantasy VIII. Seed. Your brave decision will not be in vain. Thank you. Is Joey going to rise up against Luca Blight? He's going to have Kulga and Seed in tow, and they're actually the true protagonists, and we're just witnessing their power? Are Kulgan and Seed actually good guys? I don't know. I legitimately don't know if any of this is true. This is all speculation. I was used to pronounce seed as seedy. I always pronounced it as seed. Was never 100% sure if that was the correct pronunciation, but I always pronounced it as seed. You know what we should do? Do you know what time it is, chat? What's the name of the weird yellow monster that like is actually running the academy in Final Fantasy VIII? Does it begin with an N? Norg, thank you. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is Norg. That sounds right. Final Fantasy VIII gets weird as hell. The way that game starts and where that game ends up going is all over the place. It's the best card game anime simulator around, too. Yeah. Yeah. I've been yearning for... I don't think I'm going to stream it or anything, but I've been kind of yearning for Final Fantasy VIII recently. Is the PC version of 8 good? I would assume that the PC version of 8 is good. I haven't played it, but... Mark it down, rah-rah. I played through the PC version 2 months ago and it was good. You know what I love about RPG chat? Is I feel like we can say any RPG and somebody's like, yeah, I played it recently. Which is great. That's not an insult to anybody. I commend you on your efforts. Has anyone played through Legend of Dragoon recently? Let's see how far we can keep this going. You have to download a music mod for the Steam version of SS8 because they used a low-quality MIDI version of the OST, but aside from that, it's great. Interesting, David. Two years ago. That's pretty recent. I think 2 years is within the realm of JRPG recent. We played it 2 months ago. See, look at this. This is nuts. What other RPG could we throw at you? Has anybody played any of the Lunar games recently? I put Legend of Dragoon in my PlayStation just to check if the disc worked. That was a couple weeks ago. Nice. I don't know if we can count that as playing, but still nice. Yes, the remake of the on PSP last summer. I have never played through any of the Lunar games. I always wanted to. That was one. The Lunar games were frustrating for me because I would see like advertisements for them, and I loved the anime style of the Lunar games, and they just looked gorgeous. They just looked like games that I would love. But Lunar was one of those things before the PSP remake happened, before the modern age of video games. I could never find Lunar, or it was always really expensive, and I wasn't buying my own games at that time. And so Lunar, and there are several things that I think fall in this category, which is kind of out of my reach as a young child / teenager, or young teenager, not like later teenager. I prefer Grandia 1 though. It's great. I have not played Grandia 1 either. Chat, before we get into this dialogue, I'm going to take a quick research break, but enjoy the absolutely lovely music of our HQ. I'll be back. Give me a 90 seconds, 2 minutes. Be right back. Shu says, "Excellent work, Lord Rio. And this must be Lady Teresa. Welcome to Gremio Castle." Yes, thank you, but I'd like to be alone right now. I want time to think. That makes sense. Lord Teresa. Shin, you're safe. We were able to escape in the town's confusion. There are many secret paths in Green Hill. You made it. I'm so glad. Fitcher, I'm impressed. Getting Shin out of there was quite an accomplishment. Oh, it wasn't just Shin. Sir Flick. Sir Flick, I thought that maybe, the way I acted, I was being a nuisance to you. But I know that I simply have to stay by your side. It's our destiny. That's why I followed Fitcher. I won't be a nuisance. That reminds me, I made dinner for you. Hurry, hurry, your soup is getting cold. Lord Rio, please try to get some rest today. Ben, that feeling when you get a new normal battle theme while playing a JRPG, am I right? Garmor, that's a good pull. Yes, absolutely, that's a great feeling. And one that I probably wouldn't have thought of, but you're absolutely correct. Booyah97 says, just got Octopath today. Can't wait. 8 months in a row. Thank you, Booyah. Haven't done some Sophies in a while. We'll get some out here. Nina is actually the best combat mage in the game and has a strong unite attack with Flick. I really want to see that. There's a couple of unite attacks that we need to see. But the Nina one with Flick is awesome. She's a better combat mage than Luke? Really? Cool. I was thinking about it. It's so funny because now it's hard not to be aware of everything that's coming out, and you just feel like you're assaulted with new game releases all the time. But boy, that was certainly not the case back in the day. I loved Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII more than I loved any other aspect of my life. Like, I was obsessed with those games. Anything that I saw, whether it was playing cards or art books, I just loved those games so much. I loved Final Fantasy. And I remember walking into a store and seeing Final Fantasy IX on a shelf. It was a glorious day. I got it right there in that moment. But I didn't even know that Final Fantasy IX was out. That would never happen these days. Never happen. And it was crazy because I remember when Final Fantasy VIII was coming out, especially being the sequel to 7, there was so much hype, so much anticipation. Even without the information age of now, it was pretty obvious that Final Fantasy VIII was coming out, but it was not obvious to me, and maybe I was just a dumb little kid, but it was not obvious to me that 9 was out. I knew they were working on it, but yeah, I didn't know the release. The day of release. Sequel to 7, sure. Not as a sequel to 7. The game following 7 is what I mean. Ario, can't sleep. Come on, you've got to sleep. What do you do if you get sick? Mama Nanami. Okay. We can sleep. I remember being so hyped for Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus, but then so disappointed. I knew what Dirge of Cerberus was going to be going into it, and I was still extremely excited. I went to a midnight release at GameStop for Dirge of Cerberus. I think I've told this story a very long time ago, but I went to a midnight release of Dirge of Cerberus. I went to a midnight release of Final Fantasy XII as well. And there was a guy, just some dude, who was dressed normally, but he had the gold gauntlet on his hand. He had Vincent's gold gauntlet. So, yeah. It looks good. So you managed to take Greenhill as you promised. I see you're more than just talk. I like that. Thank you, my lord. Well, I'll keep my word as well. Tell me what you want. Yes, my lord. I want your sister, Princess Gilia, as my wife. What are you scheming, Joey? Luca looks so evil. Yeah, I think what they've done with Luca is they've made him so obviously evil and just so sinister in every way that it works. Look at how that eyebrow curves. You cannot make a more evil-ass eyebrow than Luca Blight's eyebrow. You cannot do it. Cannot be done. They did it in Suikoden II. That is the most evil eyebrow. I dare you. I challenge you to come up with a more evil eyebrow. Gilia, my sister. Ho ho ho, why you little punk? You've got balls, I'll say that. Would you like me to remove your head from your shoulders with this blade? No, my lord, but I know that His Majesty does not take an oath lightly. Also, I've got an idea. What is it? Speak up. If I don't like it, I promise I will cut off your head. But I shouldn't speak in front of so many. If you take my meaning, my lord. Yes, yes, I understand. Come to my quarters later and tell me this idea of yours. You better not be wasting my precious time. Of course. Luca's portrait is the typical obvious anime villain image? I don't know. He's just an evil dude. I think they set out to accomplish evil dude and they nailed it. Good morning, Rio. There's another meeting today. Lord Victor and Shu are already waiting. Lords Victor and Shu. I think Luca is just misunderstood. I love the memes where everybody is always trying to... They're like, the villain did nothing wrong. You guys will defend all of it. Woo! 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 Peace out. Peace out, dude. Have a good life. Thanks for being a part of the Deviant Army as long as you were. Did you hear about the Thanos Did Nothing Wrong subreddit and what they did? I know that the Thanos Did Nothing Wrong is a subreddit. I did not hear about what they did. I was waiting for somebody to bring up Griffith Did Nothing Wrong. I was waiting for that. The They Did Nothing Wrong meme that sticks with me is from Year 1. No spoilers, obviously, but I think it's kind of true. Ben Moore did nothing wrong. Am I a villain? Am I, too, an anime villain? They got permission from the Reddit admins to ban half the subreddit. It was pretty great. Did they do it at random? That is amazing, Garmore. That is an incredible... That's really, really good. If they did it at random. Okay. Do we need to find Teresa? I'm getting distracted with anime villain talk. Maybe we need to go rest again, I think. That Muku Muku touch is just a tiny look at how this castle is one of the most carrying detailed locations ever created in a game. You are right, Xiaomi. The castle is incredible. The level of detail is incredible. The fact that you bring so many people over and they're grouped and positioned and acting in such a way that is so true to their character is wonderful. There's so much going on in this castle. You could make a very long video about just the intricacies of this castle and how cool it is. It is the star of this game. You are 100% right on that. I completely agree. And I haven't even seen all of it yet. We're not even max level on this castle. When we do get to max level, and when we do get all the stars, we should do a very thorough tour. If someone could remind me. Forest Pulp, 22 months in a row. Have we done any more cooking contests? No, we only did the one. We only did one cooking contest. Thank you for the 22 months. I'm getting distracted with anime story of my life. It is easy to get distracted with anime, or at least it's easy for me to get distracted with anime. You ever been working through a series on something, and then something else catches your eye? You're like, oh, I'll just watch a couple of episodes. And then you watch more than a couple of episodes, and then something else comes along. It's a bit of a mess for me. Might just be a Ben Moore problem, though. Might not be a... Other people suffer this problem. Yo, we gotta do some sleuthing. You got some business with Richmond here? I always got business with you, Richmond. Worth it every time. When Victor got back to his village, everyone had been turned into bloodthirsty zombies. They were all eating each other black. I think we've got all of the secrets on Victor. No, we've got one more! We've got one more. You want to watch a couple of episodes, but then the arc starts, and you have to get to watch the end of the arc. My Hero Academia keeps getting me with it. How long is Season 3 of My Hero Academia? I guess Season 2 was long, too. What did she say? What can I do for you, Sonny? Say, you shouldn't be here. Everyone is gathered in the Great Hall. Oh. Well, then let's go to the Great Hall. Thanks, Grandma. 24, 25. How many have there been? Of Season 3? Let me just open Crunchyroll.com right now. I guess there haven't been. Okay, so we've got 11 episodes left? Good day, Lord Rio. It seems everyone is here. Flick's not here yet. Sorry, I got held up. Where were you? Busy pursuing that little brat, Nina? Don't make me sick. It's she who's pursuing me. She stole my bandana and washed it. Washed it. It took me all morning to find it. The Froppy apology nearly broke me. Yeah, somebody said, like, Froppy has a really good scene in that episode. And I was like, oh, okay, she's gonna do something, you know, awesome or something cute. I was not expecting that apology. It was pretty emotional. Froppy is best girl. I think that's the lesson you need to take away from today's stream, is Froppy is best girl. Suyu-chan is best girl. I will hear no arguments to the contrary. Thank you. You'll pay for that, Victor. But more importantly, Shu, what's this meeting about? Are you ready, Lord Rio? Well then, I'll begin. Of the 5 cities and 1 knightdom in the state, South Window has been destroyed. South Window has been destroyed, really? Damn. And Muse and Green Hill are under enemy control. Somehow we've managed to protect Two River, but Tinto is still close to us. I think we should forge a bond with the only Alliance member left, the knightdom of Matilda. Their army is as strong as Muse's, and if we ally with them, we'll be able to attack the enemy from 2 fronts. Do you agree, Lord Rio? Yeah. Sure, Shu. Green Hill is still occupied by Highland, so we'll have to travel to Matilda in small groups so as not to be detected. A lot of covert operations in the Deviant Army. Makes sense. Lord Rio, please decide who you wish to accompany you. We're getting some Luca backstory from Massey Visa. As a child, Luca was traveling with his mother and father, the king and queen of Highland. They got ambushed by bandits hired by Muse. The king fled, and the bandits forced Luca to watch them rape his mother over and over. Jesus. The child born of said rape is the current princess of Gilead. This is why Luca doesn't like his father, city-state of Jostin, and why he doesn't care for his sister. Yeah, if you were to be an evil bastard, that would definitely be the appropriate tone of your backstory, for sure. Is Shin any good? He's got a rune called Spider Slay. He's a weapon called Death Tarantula. Not really my vibe, to be honest with you. Not really what I'm all about. Let's look at his strength. He's got good tech. Got good luck. I really like Ulan a lot. She's just kind of good at everything. He's no Wakaba or Ulan, that's sure. We're on the same page. Jabubuck, love and respect. 2 months around. Thank you so much, Jabubuck. Boom, boom, boom. Get Ricky Mara's Fury Rune out of him. Good call, Ra-Ra. That was a 3-point shot right there, Ra-Ra. You sunk it. Never let me make a sports analogy ever again. Never let me do it. We do want Wakaba. Where are you at? There you are, all the way at the end.
Great, finally some real action. You are Sakura, for sure. Okay. We do want our boy, Luke. I'm sorry, you have the ability to play as cats and dogs and you're choosing not to do that. It's a fair point. It's a fair point. We were running Team Animal for a while, but we stopped that pretty quickly. People were hyping up Nina. I still like Nanami. I do want to see the Flick Nanami interaction at some point. Hard not to go with Victor, huh? Honestly, I think with luck, you have so much magic damage already that you can just kind of have somewhat beefy boys in there and you'll be fine. But let's get this Fury Ring on Rikamaru. It doesn't. We're gonna change this anyway, so this doesn't really matter. The Knights of Matilda have been notified of our plans. Please head north of Green Hill and use the hidden path through the woods. Is he referring to the hidden path that we just went through, I assume? When you arrive in Matilda, they should send a party to meet you. Be very careful, Lord Rio. You belong to all of us now. Is anybody watching or hyped for any particular anime this season? What are you watching this season? Always Berserk. Put that on my gravestone, please. I don't know if any of you are going to be around me when I die, but if you could just put Always Berserk on my gravestone, I'd appreciate it. Overlord 3. I really gotta watch Overlord, man. Hanebado. I don't even know what that is. We're gonna look at the mal synopsis for this. Ayayo. Oh no, I'm sorry. Ayano, a first-year student at the Kanagawa Prefectural Kirakaomachi High School, has a badminton ability able to surpass others effortlessly, yet avoids playing the sport. She meets Nagisa Aragaki, a third-year student who practices day and night, aiming to become the best player in Japan. Encouraged by coach Tachibana, supported by club colleagues, and fired up by various rivals, the two engage in their youth and adored sport, so thrilling, like a shuttle flown at high speed. Oh wait, I need to read that again. The two engage in their youth and adored sport, so thrilling, like a shuttle flown at high speed. I like the art a lot. It's got an exclamation mark at the end, so you know it's a sport anime. Very crucial. Here's the Crunchyroll official preview. It looks really cute. We should watch this together, chat. Have that pulled up. Despite her great potential, Ayano would rather avoid badminton than play it. But when she meets Nagisa, a third year who spends every waking moment perfecting her game, she's inspired. They definitely cleaned up the other summary. That's very funny. A bit smoother. Hanebado animation is top tier. That's good. Hey! We're going north this time. Of course I'll go with you. Of course. Notch. Well, we'll change this out. Do we have... I don't think we have a Rune Master in our base yet, do we? Don't think we do. Because isn't Sweet lady from Suikoden 1 gonna be there? Yeah, Jean. Yeah. We don't have her yet. So where's the place with the nearest rune shop? South window. South window is right here, isn't it? We're pretty much right on top of it. Yeah, south window is to the bottom right there. Okay. Cool. Let's take care of that. Then where are the cats? West was in here pretty heavily not that long ago. But he's probably taking a nap. This is about their nap time. Isn't South Window? South Window was destroyed. That's a good point, Rara. We just heard that South Window was destroyed. Can we still go in it? It looks intact from the world map. Nope, yeah, South Window is here. That's odd. That's a little odd. My party's items are full. Okay. Alright. Okay. Gonna make food and watch some new TT. Have fun, y'all. Thanks, Crab Star, for joining us. Appreciate it, man. Are you excited about LeBron being in LA? Space Jam 2 confirmed. No, I'm not. Because I do not follow sports. But I would be excited about a Space Jam 2. I want a Space Jam 2 to be full anime. That's what I want. What should be the studio that does Space Jam 2? We don't need those medicines. We don't need them. We got Mega Medicine. We got plenty of healing. We're good to go. Space Jam. Well done. Well done, Cloud Kit. Didn't France win the World Cup? Who's the sportsman now? Ben Galmetal is getting a physical release. That's cool. Yeah, I wanna support that game. Who is the sportsman now? That's right. For attacks and healing. Sometimes it's hard to know exactly what is going to be a good rune and what's going to be a bad rune. Like, I'm really interested in the Chimera rune. But honestly, I think we're okay. I think we're way okay on it. The final was I mean, all I know is that France won. I can't tell you anything else about the World Cup. That's the extent of my knowledge. Resurrection is mostly only good versus undead. Interesting. Briscoe, love you guys. Hope everyone's having a great day. What a nice message, man. Famasura. Thank you, Briscoe. Equip Fury Rune on Ulan. Yes, equip Fury Rune on Ulan. Thank you. That was dumb of me. Ulan's gonna go nuts! Ulan? Ulan, right? That's how you say that. Ulan. Not Olan. Not a writer. Can you explain the offside rule, Ben? I can attempt to. I played soccer as a kid. Here's my attempt at explaining the offside rule. So offside, like when you move, so that you can divide the soccer field up into two halves, right? And when the ball moves, when you're moving forward with the ball and you're on one side of it, and you're caught on the other side, you get called offsides. Is that it? Is that kind of what we're approaching? No. Okay. All right. Not really. Then I don't know. Is that like kind of approaching it? Getting toward the right idea. This is like Captain Toad last night. On the right track. It's when an attacker is ahead of the defense when someone passes him the ball. Yeah, I was not even close. Don't be ahead of the flag ref on the sides, on the other side of the field. Okay. Yeah, I'm quite idiotic when it comes to soccer. And most things. But especially soccer. For character recruitment, you can just go through the story until you reach the Matilda area. Then you need to visit the village in the center of the map because its characters are missable. Ooh, good stuff. I don't think I will ever really get into soccer, but I bet soccer is something that I could get really into. There just seems to be this energy that soccer fans have that I find really fascinating. That's a very vague thing to say, for sure. But there just seems to be this passion that soccer has that I'm really into. Like, even if I'm not that interested in the game itself, which I'm totally not, I think I could definitely get into that passion. World Cup is like nothing else. I bet that's true. I bet it is extremely exciting being there. Rugby's better though. Boy, I don't even know how rugby is played. Rugby seems very confusing to me. Aren't there two different versions of rugby? Let's talk Japan in the Rugby World Cup beating South Africa. It was insane. Yeah, we are in a different realm now. In a different realm! You can try to kill whoever has the ball? Really? Now that's a sport I can get into. How is the sharpening for us? Pretty good. Who can sharpen us up to level 9? Think of it this way. If this rule wasn't applied, an offensive player could just camp at the opposing team's goal the entire game. The rule forces the offense to outplay the defense. We're talking about offsides. You'll soon get access to quick travel if you go through the story path. What I'm trying to remember is, do we have a blacksmith that we recruited that can get us up to level 9? Where can we sharpen up to level 9? There's a rugby anime if that helps. I bet a rugby anime could actually be very good. I would take both versions. I would take both a very realistic, serious, kind of rough and tumble rugby anime, or I would take like a cute girls rugby anime. I bet both would be very good. I think Couscous has a blacksmith that can. Okay. Well, I think Massey Visum is on the right idea. Let's continue on with the story and open up fast travel. And then we'll go to Couscous. Aren't there more Ruby animes, Eye Shield, and then the recent ones. I feel like I've heard of Eye Shield. Maybe I haven't, but I think I have. Maybe I'm thinking of the football one. Hello, Ben Kuhn. Hey, Anycom93, how you doing? I read that Hello, Ben Kuhn very seriously. Hello, Ben Kuhn. Welcome to my nightmare. Not sure why that happened. What's up? What's up, Taiho? Why is it not letting me take the boat? There we go. The way to Matilda is via the Green Hill area and to the north. Yes! I understand why you did that, because I am constantly lost in this game, but that I did actually remember. I was just trying to get on the damn boat. I just watched you and Brad's Final Fantasy VII playthrough. Nice, that was a long time ago. Eye Shield 21 is the football anime. Okay. Now I can see why the wires were getting crossed there. Eye Shield 21 was on an easy anime poll once. I did not win. Are there any other shows people are watching this season? Other than Hanebado? So we have to go through the forest area to get there. Which means... then will Kyle ever convince all the allies to do a fantasy football league? No. No. Cells at Work? I saw that on Crunchyroll and it actually looked visually very interesting. I have no idea what it's about. But it seemed relatively popular. Hi, Richmond here. Couldn't be here sooner because work. Understandable. Glad to see you back, Lord Ben. Well, nice of you to join us, Richmond. Very nice of you to join us. Look at that fury! Ulan is furious. Lolly Blood Cells? What? Is Lolly Blood Cells the name of the show? Because if so, I'm okay with that. Alright, so to get to Matilda, we have to go through the forest area, right? No. We have to go... Do we go north up through? I think we go up... Yeah. I think we go north up through here. Yeah. Okay, we're on it. Hey Ben, have you ever played Tales of the Abyss? I just recently found it in my attic with my old games. Jolly game. No, I have not played Tales of the Abyss. There are a lot of Tales games that I've not played through. Most of them. Like, I'm really excited to play through Vesperia when that re-releases. I've not played through Vesperia. And I didn't even finish Symphonia, which I loved at the time I played it. This is the forest Mr. Fisher told us about. The Matilda Nightdown has just arrived. It's just ahead. Hey, do you think the Knights are those cool guys we met in Muse? Probably. Well, hurry up. Come on, let's go. Yes, I understand. You may pass. Sweet. Is there anything we are potentially missing here? No. Nope. Always good to check, though. Man. I feel like I did not get as much accomplished today in Suikoden 2 as I would have liked. So we'll go a little bit longer. The Green Hill arc, I guess, was pretty long. What are you? What? Doremi Elf. You were the best! These guys were not in Suikoden. Look at these cute little dudes! Just bopping. Time to die. Yo, Ulan, get some. They sing at you. I don't know what just happened to Rio there. They actually do a pretty good amount of damage. Ben, what would have to happen for you to vote for Mega Man Legends during the Hall of Greats? It just depends on what's going up against. This game is sick. It is very sick. No. Where are you, Rio? There you are. What's your opinion on Suikoden 3? I've not played Suikoden 3. No opinion. But oh. We want you. We want you bad, Bado. We want you bad, dough. Zombie slug. The enemy designs in this forest are off the charts, man. Even the way that they fizzle out when they die is really good. Look at that. Less trouble than those cute/creepy elf kids, though. Guard ring. Who needs defense? What console will you be playing Valkyria Chronicles 4 on, Ben? We talked about that earlier. I'm not sure, honestly. I'm not sure. I might double dip. I might get it on Switch and PS4. We'll have to see. I might just get it on PS4. I will probably, honestly, thinking about it, I'll probably just get it on PS4. I love that I'm summoning this demon knight to kill these little tiny elf people. It's the cute ones that'll get you. It definitely seems like you're saying. Will you join Huber on one of his Fortnite streams? Yeah, I totally will. I would love to. It's just been bad timing recently. But yes, he has invited me and I want to. I just have not been able to. Recently for a variety of reasons, but I will. I will do that. That's it. Or I hope to. I guess is a better way of saying it. Did you play the first Suikoden? Yep, we played all the way through it right here on stream. We got all 108 stars now. I'm getting Soul Calibur 6 on PS4. I never play fighting games on PC. I take fighting games seriously, then it makes little sense to play PC. I don't agree with that, Messy PC. A lot of times, especially recently, the better versions of the PC. Fortnite stream is at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Nice. Yes, just to be abundantly clear, I will not be on today's Fortnite stream. But Huber will be doing it, and I think some other allies might be doing it as well. But yeah, Huber's streaming it today. This one is my favorite, but it's a great series overall. I can definitely see why you think that. P. Fisher, I've super enjoyed my time with Suikoden so far. That's why we're streaming well past time. Did I miss some treasure back there? Was I gonna go down a path and then I didn't? Ah! These random battles are throwing me for a loop. We're upset, so we're just going to annihilate you. I forgot what this looked like. That's so good. They're just smiling as they're getting blasted in the face. Oh, it's beautiful. When you play fighting games, it's just easier to transport and set up consoles. Sure, but if you're just hanging out at home playing online, you don't really have to worry about that. I think you can still be serious and just be at home playing online. There we go. And it was just a mega medicine, everybody. It's just a mega medicine. Back again, I see. When will Final Fantasy IX make it to the Hall of Greats? I don't know, but I think it will make it in. I wouldn't be surprised if it made it in next time. I don't think there's anything we at Easy Allies do that gets people more riled up than Hall of Greats. I don't say that disparaging. I say that in a good way. But you gotta play the long game. If I have a piece of advice for you about Hall of Greats, you gotta play the long game. Don't get distraught about what's not in there right now. Think about what is guaranteed. And play the long game. Whoa! Hello. Hello, transporting lady. At the fighting game tournaments I've been to, they never want to deal with the hassle of the PC. Sure, I'm just... The only issue I was taking, Massive Visum, is I'm not... You just said serious, and I think there's a difference between serious and being a tournament organizer or going to tournaments. Huh? What? Where am I? Where'd my meal go? Hey, where am I? What? The city-state of Jostin? How strange. Huh? Can I even go back? I'm a little lost. Hey, do you think I could stay at your house for a little while? Sure, okay. Really? Wow. Thanks. Thank you. So where's your house? Look at her just kind of exasperated, surprised expression. She's pretty great. And she's in. She's deviant now. Okay, it's pretty close. We should be all right. Ready? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot. What's your name? I'm assuming she is our fast travel lady. Rio, okay. My name is Vicky. I specialize in blinking magic. Basically, I teleport things. Nice to meet you. Then I'll go on ahead to your house, or should I come with you? Okay, come with us. Sure, okay. Vicky joins party. Do we want... No, we don't need Vicky to come with us. I don't need you to join the party. That was a mistake. That was a mistake, Vicky. Vicky, don't. Just go back. Just go back home. She's the same Vicky in Suikoden 1. Ah, okay, so they're the same person. Okay, I totally did not pick up on that. Alright, Vicky. Welcome aboard. We'll try you out. Massey says, I guess I just naturally do the line with serious, participating in tournaments and traveling to on-site ones, and not doing this, not seriously. Yeah, I mean, I guess I was just arguing that serious is kind of nebulous. Because, like, I think you can be serious about a game and just be an online warrior and worry about going up the ranks and really fighting hard and working hard. I think that is a serious player. Okay, I'll get going. Yeah! Lore dump. In Suikoden 1, it said Vicky disappeared during the banquet after conquering Gregminster. If you didn't notice, she was still holding a knife and fork when she appeared in front of you. Interesting. Huh. Good stuff, Oleander. Thank you. Yeah, hey, that went pretty well. Oh! Oh, we're just back at our place. Did she offer that? Did I just completely miss that? Huh? What? This isn't what you meant by with us? I failed. I failed. Okay, this is really cute. Oh, it's okay, though. I'll teleport you wherever you want to go. Okay. I totally thought that she was just going to come with us. I fell for it. Vicky, I like you a lot. That was a good bit. I'm going to walk around you in a semi-rectangular fashion to let you know that I approve of that. She's waifu tier. She definitely seems waifu tier. I agree. She's very adorable. Look at that face! Okay, now we can go anywhere we want. I think this is a good stopping point. Vicky has a pretty wacky rune, the blinking one. Kick luck out. Luke out forever. Use Vicky instead. We like Vicky a lot. Problem with Luke is he's very powerful. He's not as likable as Vicky is, but he's very powerful. Same good magic, better character. Yeah, you're right. Her magic did seem really good. It was 122, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, very comparable. What level is Vicky? We don't know, I guess. We'd have to put it in our party. Massive Esub says, yeah, I get that. It's just in my head, I always decided between going all in on a fighting game or not. It's fine, I didn't mean anything bad by it. No, totally. Massive Esub, I hope it just comes across that I totally understand your perspective. I think it was just me not totally understanding what you were saying and just having a slightly different opinion. But no, you didn't do anything wrong. I totally get where you're coming from with the tournament thing. I think that is very sensible. You're good, man. Jasmine says, Ben, you should bring Final Fantasy IX to the Hall of Greats. I always love your presentations. Thank you. You always make good points to defend games that you bring well. And of course, always full of passion. Yeah, I mean, I would be very passionate about Final Fantasy IX. Final Fantasy IX is a brilliant game. And I say that, and I don't think the combat in Final Fantasy IX is the best. I don't think it is the best that Final Fantasy has done. But it doesn't even matter. The world of Final Fantasy IX might be my favorite world in a JRPG. It is unreal how good it is. Almost all of the characters in Final Fantasy IX are good. Almost. Final Fantasy IX is a good shot. It's Japanese. It's also just a good game, Coltane. It's also just a really, really, really good game. Vivi, Steiner, Beatrix, yes. Yes to all of those. Beatrix is underrated. Beatrix is wonderful in that game. I kid. You're right, though, Coltane. Despite it being a joke, it is true. Like, part of me wants to bring a Western game to the Hall of Greats just to mix it up a bit. Like, there are obviously so many Western games that deserve to be in there, right? There are. There are. But Final Fantasy IX, right? Bring Call of Duty. Just Call of Duty 1. I keep saving, but it's because my head is swimming with all the great possibilities. I would actually not be opposed to bringing Modern Warfare. I think Modern Warfare 1 is a Hall of Greats game. I'm not ashamed of saying that. I think it's true. Please give Xenoblade another shot. It absolutely deserves to be in there. Yeah, Xenoblade is a little bit frustrating, Echo Chrome. I totally think Xenoblade Chronicles deserves to be in there. I don't think it will be as easy to convince people that Xenoblade Chronicles 1 deserves to be in there in the same way that it was for Paper Mario. And I think why it's easier for Paper Mario to get in is because there's actually some familiarity with Mario as a character. And so when I say Mario's doing all these crazy things, or Peach is doing all these crazy things, even if you haven't played Paper Mario: Thousand Year Door, I think you can kind of wrap your head around that. But when I say Shulk, right, I think that doesn't mean anything to a lot of the allies. When I say Dunban, that doesn't mean anything to the rest of the allies. And so I think that frame of reference isn't quite there in the same way, and so it would be harder to get it in. Final Fantasy X is bottom tier. Why? What are we doing? Final Fantasy X is great. Chat is going off the rails at the end here. Good afternoon, Ben. Good afternoon, Scenario. We're actually getting out of here. We're stopping the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I was definitely a little spacey today. But I hope you enjoyed the conversations. I hope you enjoyed the vibes. I hope you enjoyed Suikoden 2. We need to be better at making progress in this game, but I think we're doing okay. We'll be back next week. It won't be another huge break for the next Suikoden stream. To be honest, I think you could just do a gameplay demo, literally just exploring the Guar Plain to talk about how great the music is. The music is great, and should be worked into the presentation. Your streams are always awesome and pure joy. Well, thank you, Lotias. Shredberg, tier 1 sub, 2 months in a row. Thank you, Shredberg. We always have to end these streams with a video. What video should we end on? We could do the voice acting again. We could do that. But you know what? We've done some trailer hype. We did a big trailer hype thing. We did Devil May Cry. We played the Devil May Cry 5 trailer, which is the most hype out of anything. Let it be known. If you want to know where I stand, every game that we're talking about, very excited. Okay? Very excited for Valkyria Chronicles 4. Very excited for Dragon Quest 11. Very excited about Yakuza Kiwami 2. Nothing is above Devil May Cry 5. It's at the top of the list. Solidified, put it in gold. Number 1. Let it be known. But I think because we've been talking about it, this deserves to be hyped right now, right this second. Ninja Gaiden 4 would beat it for you? I would be nervous about a Ninja Gaiden 4 in a way that I'm not nervous. Well, I guess I actually am a little nervous about Devil May Cry 5. Not nervous that it'll be bad, but nervous about how excellent it will be, if that makes any sense. I doubt very strongly that it will be a bad game. Alright. Boop, boop. We're going to add this trailer. Are you ready? Are you ready? Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Huber is going to be streaming at 4 p.m. He's going to be streaming some Fortnite. Unfortunately, I won't be there. Some other allies may be there. So if you want to join him in watching that, please do. And we'll have weekly hunts on Sunday. The Summer Festival will still be going on, so that's pretty cool. If you want to join us for weekly hunts, Brad, I think, for sure is going to be there. If you want to get in on some Bradley Ellis hype.